presidents, and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? This our boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. And we back once again. Let me close some of these windows I have on my computer. I think I have this up. Let me close this down. Bear with me, guys. Let me shut some of these windows down. I think my computer screen is lagging. Let me shut this one down. I'll keep this one up, and we'll see what we got going on now. All right, guys. Listen, man, we're back. New Media Today, USA Boxing. Yes, sir. We're going to get it in today. Today, guys, I am not playing. Yesterday, I let a lot of people come on, let them rock out, let everybody say what they had to say. Today, I'm going to do a little teaching today. Got some things I want to address. Now, we're going to stick to the topic, but I'm going somewhere with this. You guys know I'm going somewhere with this. You know, Deontay Wilder team is going to get him killed. Based on newfound information that I found out, basically, you know, I was remember, guys, yesterday I was trying to figure out who in the hell were the guys who were spotting Deontay Wilder or just standing behind him, pretty much being DJ Khaled. You know, go ahead, D. Get it, D. You know, basically, I was under the impression that it was just friends of Wilder who was just in the gym with him. I come to find out that one of the guys was Deontay Wilder's strength and conditioning coach. You see what I'm saying? So, that's a problem. And I'm going to address some haters. I'm going to address the guy who said that I was a sellout and that I was a disgrace to my own race and that I was a coon from Miami, Florida. I'm going to address you too, brother. I'm finna teach you right quick. I don't get upset and offended by these racial terms that came from white people that black people, certain black people in America are using to disparage other blacks, but it came from racist whites. Okay. All right, cool. I get it. But I'm going to break this down like a 57 Chevy because I have a lot of people who reach out to me who want me to break this stuff down. So I'm going to break it down. I'm going somewhere with this. This live is only going to be 2 hours long, and that's it. So I'm not going to let I'm not going to let anybody come on today. I'm going to let Shelton come on, and because I need time to say what I need to say, and I don't need any interruptions. I don't need any interruptions. I don't need anybody debating or whatever. I'm going to dissect this and break this shit down. It's very easy for me to do, so that's what I'm going to do. Anyways, shout out. Hold on, sorry about that.
Super chat received.
The Bedroom Bowling Alley. Salute to you, fam, for the super chat. Hit the Ali Bell for you. The Bedroom Bowling, the Bedroom Bowling Ball. Sorry about that. The GOAT of YouTube boxing coverage himself. I'm not there yet, but I appreciate it though. I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? But I do appreciate it. Let me go ahead and drop the link. Drop the link for Shelton. But what I'm gonna do, man, I'm gonna drop the link for my co-host Shelton Moore, man. You know, that's my brother. That's my main man there. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna address some things. Have to address some things because my channel is different from everybody else's channel. I like to educate people. I like to let people who come on this platform with differences of opinion. The only difference is you ain't gonna be called no bitch ass nigga on this show. You ain't gonna be called no P nigga on this show. Ain't nobody gonna be talking about pulling up, and ain't nobody gonna be talking about I'm gonna give you my address to my mama house. Come to Memphis. I got shooters. No, we ain't doing that over here. Not over here. You can do that on other people's channels, but you're not gonna do it over here. You see what I'm saying? But right now, we finna squash it. So let's get into it right quick. I want to talk about Deontay Wilder's team is going to get him killed. Let me let you guys see something. I'm going to tell you why. Before I get started, because you know I can talk. You noticed yesterday that when I had everybody on the panel, I didn't really do any talking. I let everybody talk. You know what I mean? Because you can learn a lot by listening. And I always tell people, listen, as much as I talk, when I have somebody on that knows more than what I know, I always try to let them talk, and I like to listen because sometimes you have to give your ears an opportunity to hear what your mouth won't let you, right? So when you're dealing with people who push certain narratives and their supporters are misinformed and they use circular logic, and they use double standards, and you expose the hypocrisy in their logic, and the double standards and the contradictions in their logic, what happens is they get emotionally, because they are so emotionally invested with the rhetoric. And the crazy part about it is they really think that they are doing right. They really think that they are right. Trust me, I know, because I was the same way. But I always been articulate, and I always had to gift the gab, right? So a lot of these people, they cannot articulate their points, but then when they do, and when they get into a jam, they get emotional. And then when you get emotional, you get angry. Anger is an emotion. And then when you start debating or yelling or screaming or talking, trying to prove your point out of anger and emotion, guess what? The only thing we hear is blah, 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 because you're angry and you're emotional, right? So, but we're going to address this. Let's get started. Let me go ahead and give everybody a shout out. Shout out to Wayne Fitness. Shout out to Archie Summerlin. Shout out to Shrimp Pace 1. Shout out to Alchemist 73. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bales. Shout out to Stephen Tarr. Sorry about that, fam. Shout out to the Invisible Man. Well, hold on. Well, I got to address a brother. What did a brother? Let's see. What did this brother say? Okay, it was one brother said something. Somebody must have removed him. The moderators, you guys must have removed this guy. You guys must have removed this guy. Because I saw it. I saw what the brother said. And yeah, somebody removed him. Somebody removed this guy. Damn. I didn't want you guys to remove him. I wanted to use him as a teaching point. But anyways, let's keep going. Shout out to Invisible Man. Shout out to Wizard Sleeve. Shout out to Ignorant Boxing. Shout out to my sister, the Queen, Lisa Bales. Shout out to Double A the Sagittarius. Shout out to, who else we have? The Boxing King. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Lil Bullet. Shout out to Just Blaze, number one, Just Blaze 1. Shout out to the LR. What's going on, fam? Shout out to G1 West. What's going on? Shout out to my brother Charlo. Shout out to Corn Kid. Shout out to OG, double OG, triple OG, quadruple OG. What's going on, fam? Hey, let's see who else we have. Shout out to G-Man. That's how would you say my homeboy name, G-Man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Levi Smith. Shout out to Ivan. What's going on, Ivan? Shout out to Mueller 27. Shout out to the Joker. Shout out to Dennis. Shout out to, oh yeah, my co-host Shelton Moore. I'm gonna drop the link for you, fam. Shout out to Hector Garcia. Shout out to the D Zombas. Shout out to Meryl Dixon. Shout out to Big Plans, Little Drive. The bedroom, no, sorry about that. The bedroom bowling ball. What's going on, fam? Salute to you for the super chat. Shout out to Meryl Dixon. Shout out to Puerto Rican Rum. Shout out to Carlos Mendoza. Shout out to Dan Merrick. Shout out to Hector Garcia. Shout out to Eddie Val. Shout out to let's see. Shout out to David Woods. Shout out to Silverstream. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Aquarius Brown. Shout out to Dr. Mofongo. Shout out to Paul Burke. Shout out to let's see. Shout out to who else we have? Shout out to Waza. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to Roy Dixon. And I think that's it. Shout out to Toby Barlett. Shout out to Uwapo. Shout out to Joe B. Shout out to NL, and shout out to Bill Wall, and shout out to Trav 202. And let's get it in. Now, I'm gonna address the haters first. I have to, right? Not gonna be disrespectful, not going to clown them, none of that stuff, but I'm gonna address something. I'm gonna try to play devil's advocate and see it from their point of view. So now, as you guys know, I've been doing this for 6 months now. I'm a 6-month veteran in content creation as relate to YouTube. When I first started this channel, my channel was going to be about politics, social, racial issues in America, and religion. Thank God that I didn't go down that path, because YouTube does not play if you do not push a certain narrative. So I'm glad I stayed away from that. Now, how ignorant I was, though, was when I came into the sport of boxing as a content creator. I didn't realize that some of the same foolishness that's being pushed was over here in the sport of boxing. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know that boxing is a masculine sport, right? I didn't know that you had so many sensitive. Ralph Tresvant. You need a man with sensitivity as dudes on YouTube who push the sport of boxing. Not only are some of the boxing content creators are Al B. Shurish, or El DeBarges, or Chico DeBarges, or the entire DeBarge family. Anything light-skinned from the 80s. You see what I'm saying? If you're a light-skinned brother, this not a diss towards you. But when I was growing up, light-skinned guys was looked upon as soft. Again, please do not, I don't want no light-skinned dudes attacking me. I do not want any light-skinned dudes coming on this channel saying, oh man, this dude attacking light-skinned people. I am not attacking light-skinned people. Just hear me out. Growing up in the South where I'm from, in Florida, in the 80s, light-skinned dudes was looked upon as soft, right? This is anybody who grew up in the state of Florida, went to any school, grew up in the 80s in the state of Florida, you know, we used to make jokes. Oh, this old Al B. Sure looking ass nigga. This old Chico DeBarge ass nigga. This old, Christopher Williams, light skin with the cat eyes and pretty hair. You see what I'm saying? I didn't know that you had that going on in the sport of boxing. I am not dissing anyone that's light skinned. I did not know that you had these feminized, emotionally charged men in the sport of boxing. This is supposed to be a masculine Mandingo warrior type sport that we cover. I don't want to see any crying. I don't want to see any, Tito, give me some tissue. I don't want that. I thought when I was coming over here as a content creator 6 months ago that we didn't have none of this. Going on 7 months because tomorrow's July. Come to find out, I was so damn wrong. Again, I do not want no problems from the light-skinned people community. Do not attack me. Because I'm already have problems. I'm already got problems coming from the Alphabet Boy fans, boys. I already got problems coming from Wilder fanatical, not all his fans, but some of the fanatics. I already got problems coming from that. You see what I'm saying? So now I just, it's like, damn, everybody coming now. Pause. Pause. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to address this. You guys are overly sensitive to the point where you're talking about, hey man, if you say something bad about my fighter, you know what I mean? We're talking about pulling up. And if we catch you at a fight, we're going to do A, B, C, and D. Dude, when you go to jail for whatever you think in your mind that you want to do, I can promise you the Alphabet Boys will not bond you out of jail. I can promise you that Deontay Wilder will be back home in his mansion, chilling with his beautiful wife and children, making more Bomb Squad videos while your ass is in jail. Or I can promise you that if you run up on the wrong person trying to defend your king, there's a possibility that it might not turn out the way you think it's going to turn out, and you might end up being the victim in that case. So I'm going to want to address you emotional ass haters who come on here, who call me coon, Uncle Tom, sellout. Let's get to class. Now, when I look at the Urban Dictionary, guys, coon is what racist white people used to call black people back in the day, right? We're talking about through the Jim Crow era. After the Reconstruction, the Jim Crow era and all this stuff there, right? So a coon is pretty much an insulting term that is used by both races, meaning black and white, right? So, when a black person calls another black person, such as myself, a coon, they are saying that I am kind of like a Uncle Ruckus type character. Shout out to the Boondocks, Aaron McGregor, I think his name McGregor, who created the Boondocks. Shout out, I used to love that show, love that cartoon. Basically, when you say that someone is a coon, you are saying that this black person, this is an ignorant black person, right? Who is ignorant to white discrimination for the most part. And this person unknowingly suffers with self-hatred. I have also had a guy from the Alphabet Boy community, pretty much he's a Wilder supporter. He said that, hey, you are a self-hater. Okay, I'm finna address all this. It ain't gonna take me long. I'm finna break this shit down like a 57 Chevy. You see what I'm saying? Because I know I'm dealing with low IQ, emotional, effeminized ass grown men in the sport of boxing. I'm dealing with you today. I don't need anybody else. I'm finna drop the link for my co-host Shelton to come on, but I don't need anyone else coming on today because I don't need everybody coming on because everybody gonna want to talk stuff like that. No, I'm cooking today. Today, is as the brother, what the brother who played basketball, he got mama's cooking. I forgot his name. Tall brother. Kwame Brown say, mama's cooking. We got Betty Jean cooking today. That's my mother's name, Betty Jean. Right? Anyways, Southern name, Betty Jean. Anyways, so basically, a coon is also someone that would be looked upon as a black man who only dates white women, right? Or is only attracted to white women. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of these Alphabet Boy channels who are pro-black, but they have white wives. They have Asian wives. They have Latino wives. Now, guess what? I don't give a damn who you marry or who you love. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm finna break it down like a 57 Chevy. I'm fixing to point out the hypocrisy. These guys, I'm fixing to point out the hypocrisy, guys. And I promise you, when I finish, you will understand totally what I'm talking about. Because I do have some high IQ subscribers.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Shout out to my brother Exclusive. He say Primetime Colbert got the twerkinator mad, coach. Primetime blunt ass ever. It's primetime on Showtime this Saturday. Let's get it. Yeah, shout out to the brother what's his name? Chris Colbert? If that's his name. Shout out to that brother. Shout out to Jamel Charlo. Shout out to the Sugar Hill. Shout out to Mark Breland. Shout out to Anthony Joshua. Shout out to what my brother name, man? Buddy McGirt. Me and he was born on the same day. Shout out to Buddy McGirt. Shout out to anyone who has an independent thought, who stands on this square, and who has been receiving these racial slurs and terms from these Alphabet Boy channels and their supporters. I'm finna cook their ass today. Got to get them. So anyways, you have a lot of these guys from the Alphabet Boy communities. They want to be Malcolm X when they are really Talcum X. Talcum X. You're not Malcolm. You're not Khalid Muhammad. You're not Nat Turner. You're not Marcus Garvey. You're none of these things. I'm finna expose them right now today, guys. Have to. Let's go ahead and give a shout out. Let's see.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Hey, in time, nine Timo. What's going to say? You need a new vehicle, coach. Your Chevy always breaks down. Yeah. I'm gonna need a new one, man. Hey, shout out to my brother Exclusive, man, for the super chat. Primetime said, what can you use to spike water, Henny? He said Wilder had that Henny, coach. Yeah, he did say that. But we're gonna address all of that. I'm gonna break it down so I can let people in, because I don't want nobody attacking Shelton. I don't want nobody attacking anybody who I may give a shout out. Listen, direct all of your bows and arrows and attacks to me. As you know, I am a certified, I come from a certified race-hating background. I come from a certified pro-black background. My mother was a Black Panther. She was born in 1944. Her experiences in her life is totally different from my experiences. But she taught me a lot of things, right? She taught me a lot of things. R.I.P. to my mother. She taught me a lot of things, right? Which made me prime for my grandfather, who was in the Nation of Islam. He registered in 1955. He was taught under Malcolm X, which a lot of brothers was. He came out of the mosque number 7 in Harlem, which was the most powerful mosque at that time. That mosque produced some powerhouses. You see what I'm saying? So I was in it for 24 and a half years, yada, 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 yada. I'm an expert in this when it comes to this race hustle and stuff. But anyways, let's get back to the word coon. So when you say that I'm a coon, you're basically saying that, I am a black person who is ignorant to white discrimination, and unknowingly I'm suffering from self-hatred. The only problem with that is I am not ignorant to that. The only problem is the only reason you say that about me is because I'm pointing out your hypocrisy. I'm pointing out your leaders, your lies. I'm pointing out the race hustlers and the race baiters who use you for super chats. And you are so goddamn low IQ. And because I criticize Deontay Wilder, you take it so personal that the femininity comes out of you and you want to be overly emotional. You act like a light-skinned dude from the 80s. Oh, I'll be sure looking ass nigga. Christopher Williams looking ass nigga. Don't wake me, I'm dreaming. Oh, dreaming ass niggas. Night and day. Ralph Tresvant, you want a man with sensitivity ass niggas. You go around attacking everybody that's black. And as soon as someone criticizes the black man that you like, you all up in arms. But no, we going somewhere with this today. So I don't broke down what a coon is, right? I had this brother, he said I was an Uncle Tom. The only problem with that is he doesn't know the history of who Uncle Tom is. Do you want to know why? Because he doesn't read books and he gets his education from the Alphabet Boy channels. Now you guys know that there are nobody that is nobody who are the bigger liars on this YouTube boxing content creation platform than the Alphabet Boys. Them niggas lie every day of the week, 7 days a week, and twice on Sundays. That's all they do. Lie, 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 lie. We got to push a narrative. We got to push a narrative. Oh, we pro-black, but we got white wives. Oh, we pro-black, but we married to Asian women. Oh, we pro-black, but we got white Latinos. Oh, we pro-black. No. These guys are in their 40s and 50s. These guys are in their 40s and 50s. These niggas is as old as me. You would think that they was like the young kid who came on yesterday. Shout out to the young brother who represented for Wilder came on yesterday, man. Salute to you, young brother. I totally disagree with what you said, but that's neither here nor there. I'm glad I was able to let you talk, and I do appreciate that you subscribe. But these dudes is old. These dudes I'm 47. These guys are my age and older. They're in their 50s. Like literally. They taking advantage, and we're going to address this here, right? Shout out the little bullet.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over.
Spike with excuses. So I know what you guys say. Wait a minute, coach, man. We supposed to be talking about Wilder's team. I'm going somewhere with it. We finna get into it right now. Give me a minute. Now, shout out to exclusive for the super chat.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
He say, that's mama's cooking. Shout out to Kwame. Yes, sir. Shout out to Kwame Brown. All right, now. I don't agree with everything Kwame Brown says, but, shout out to that brother. I got a great deal of respect for him. Now, let's look at the word Uncle Tom, because I've been called an Uncle Tom on this show. They say I'm Uncle Tom. They said I was a coon. Now they say I'm Uncle Tom. Let's get into it. The only problem is a lot of you guys probably have not read the book Uncle Tom's Cabin. Haven't read it. So let's what Uncle Tom is. Historically, Uncle Tom was a black man that was born into slavery. Education. I want to educate these Alphabet Boy soup fanboys who don't know what the hell they talking about. Uncle Tom was a black man that was born into slavery, guys, historically. And guess what he did? He ended up sacrificing his own life to save the lives of other black slaves. But what happened was they made this particular story into a movie. And in the movie, when the white folks, Hollywood made the movie, they portrayed Uncle Tom as a slave who gave his life for his master. This is a misinterpretation of who Uncle Tom really was. Uncle Tom, listen, this is how they manipulate people through media. The Uncle Tom was the guy who gave his life to save his own black people. Today, because of Hollywood's portrayal of Uncle Tom in the movie, they take the good guy, Uncle Tom, and they made him out to be the bad guy. But remember when you see the movie Django, Samuel L. Jackson was the he was the guy who loved his master. He gave his life to save his master. This is the remix version of the Uncle Tom. But if you knew the history of who Uncle Tom was, he was the hero. He was the guy who gave his life to save black people. Alphabet Boys ain't gonna teach you that. Do you want to know why? Because they don't know it they goddamn self. How can some grown ass men that's my age and older teach you some shit that they don't even know? They don't read, they dumb, and they ignorant. And if you are a supporter of them, and if I am offending you, good. I will not apologize. I am unapologetic here on this channel. If I say something wrong on this platform, I will come on this very same platform and correct myself. So when you call me an Uncle Tom, I take it as a compliment. Just know that. Because if you really knew the definition of what an Uncle Tom was, the Uncle Tom was the one who gave his life to save his people. I'm on this platform trying to wake people up from that race baiting and race hustling that's going on, that's ultimately going to lead to somebody getting effed up. Because what if you have a young brother, like I was when I was in my teens, who took these words and thought these guys was my leaders and had my back, and I acted on the words that they said, not knowing that these guys are just hustling me for super chats. And I catch a case, and I go to jail, and I do time. Guess what? Blue Bloods, Jabba the Hutt, 7-8, boxing Nemo. We're gonna call him Boxing Nemo. We ain't gonna call him Boxing No Ego no more. That mulatto over there from Northern California, we gonna call him Boxing Nemo. He's so pro-black, but this nigga damn near white with curly hair. Oh, Christopher Williams looking ass nigga. Sit your ass down somewhere. All these dudes, when your ass go to jail, they not gonna bond you out. They can't teach you what they don't know. These are grown ass men in their 40s and 50s, and they ignorant as hell. But let's move on. That's who Uncle Tom was, right? And let me tell you something else. Uncle Tom is also considered within these they also say that Uncle Tom is pretty much a whitewashed black man. A black man who may have been raised by white people. Guess what president that we had in the United States that was raised by white people? Barack Obama. Barack Obama was raised by white people. His mother is white. His grandfather is white. His grandparents is white. Everybody white raised Barack Obama. So, Barack Obama, if he had the wrong politics, they would have called him an Uncle Tom. Right? Just throwing that out there. And guess what? You see what I'm saying? And if you are a black man or a black woman who have so-called mannerisms and behaviors of white people, they will consider you a Tom, an Uncle Tom. They also call Uncle Toms a black man who speaks very proper. So if you use correct English, so if you ain't saying, yeah, dog, check this out though, dog. See what it is, see what it is, see, check this out though, right? See, check this out though, right? See what it is, see. No, I'm talking about, no, my nigga, check this out though, right? You know, see my swag at an all-time high. If you ain't talking like that, use an Uncle Tom. If you using proper English to articulate yourself, you will be considered an Uncle Tom. I got to break this down today. Because they call me Uncle Tom, they call me a coon. And the brother said that I'm a sellout and I'm a disgrace of my own race. They call Terrence Crawford top-ranked Toby. If you don't know who Toby is, Toby was a character that was portrayed in the movie Roots by Alex Haley. Actually, his name was Kunta Kinte. He was getting beat to death by the slave master with a whip. And he beat him so much that he told him, hey, your name is Toby. What is your name? Kunta Kinte kept saying Kunta. And then he got tired of the abuse and he said Toby. These same guys who picked that Kunta for giving in saying his name was Toby, hell, these dudes get caught with a traffic ticket and they start snitching. So you know, goddamn it, what they would have done if somebody would have hit them on the back with a whip. Cut it out. You trying to use these words to hurt my feelings. Sir, you can't hurt me because I'm more educated than you as it relates to this subject matter. I know that you are ignorant. And I know that you are emotional. You are a beta male. You are a I'll be sure looking ass dude. So, when you come over here on this chat and you call me this and that, just know that I don't mind you coming over. You helping me every time you watch my video, whether you know it or not. So Robert Brown said, who cares? Talk boxing. Robert Brown, I'm going to get the boxing. If you don't want to hear what I got to say, Robert Brown, bye, Felicia. You can leave. Ain't nobody asking. I ain't begging for you to be over here, bro. Kick rocks. And if you get offended from what I'm saying, good. Maybe you can leave. Go to another channel so you can hear boxing. I'm finna get to it. Shit, I ain't here to make friends today. I'm here to address some issues. So, let's go ahead. Now, last thing, let's talk about pro-black. What is pro-black? Because we talked about this yesterday. And I'm going to get into Wilder. Why his team is going to get him killed. Pro-black is what? Pro-black is a lifestyle, right? Pro-black is pretty much a lifestyle, guys, that encourages the economic growth and development of black people as a whole, with the sole purposes of increasing wealth and the population of black people around the world. So when you say you are pro-black, you are trying to encourage the economic growth and development of black people as a whole. You're not going to attack other black people by calling them coons, Uncle Tom sellouts. You're not going to attack other black people by physically trying to bring harm to them because you don't like them or because they're not saying what you want them to say. You want to see the upliftment of black people around the world, but not only that, you do it with your economics. So if you're pro-black, as I broke down yesterday, you're not supposed to be spending technically money with white people. You want to try to find as many black businesses that you can in order to support, because it's all about the economic growth and development of black people as a whole. That's the definition of pro-black. Now, when it comes to spending money, you want to try to spend money with your own black businesses within your community or online, right? You want to promote love for black people and encourage the black youth. You see what I'm saying? Of its sole purposes in order to keep uplifting black people in America and to be proud at the same time. You're not supposed to be encouraging other black people to attack other black people because it's counterproductive to the pro-black narrative. If you are spending money with other white businesses when you have an opportunity to spend it with a black business, that's counterproductive to being pro-black. If you have a white wife and you were saying that you Malcolm X when you are actually Talcum X, that is counterproductive to being pro-black. Everything you guys do, it shows your hypocrisy. You are hypocrites because you speak that pro-black stuff on your platforms, but you don't promote the pro-black lifestyle. Your pro-black lifestyle only comes with we have to support Wilder, and if you don't support Wilder, then you don't represent black people. I actually had a guy tell me that on his platform. Man, if you don't like the alphabet boy, then you don't like black people. The irony in that. And I knew that when the brother said he was ignorant as hell, he did not know what he was talking about. I didn't even get into correcting the dude. You see what I'm saying? I'm just like, bro, like, I get it. Hold on, bro, So now, I'm glad I addressed that. Got that on out the way for 33 minutes. Well, for 30 minutes. Now, let's get into Deontay Wilder. Just wanted to break that down for you guys. So when you hear people come on here and they say that, just note that the reason why I don't get offended because I understand that they don't know what the hell they talking about. These guys are pro-black wannabe revolutionaries. You want to be the YouTube Huey P. Newton. You want to be the YouTube Talcum X. You want to be the YouTube version of Marcus Garvey, but you got a white wife at home. You got an Asian wife at home. You don't even like black women. Your kids are mixed race, and you spend money with a whole bunch of white folks. So I'm addressing the haters who come at me. So we're going to knock that out the way. That's done. You know what I mean? I can go into depth with it, but I want to get to the topic at hand. Now, Deontay Wilder team is going to get him killed. Why do I say that? Deontay Wilder is a phenomenal athlete, damn good athlete, right? We know this. He's a damn good fighter. Let me go ahead and drop this link for Shelton, if he's still there. Let me go ahead and drop this link from my brother Shelton. Just had to educate you. What I'm dropping on here, you ain't gonna hear this from no other channels. Because they don't know. I'm not gonna say they don't know. You're not gonna hear this, only this channel can go down that path. I can do that. You see what I'm saying? So now, let's go back to Deontay Wilder. And for the brother who said that, oh man, you talk about Wilder. Why you talk about Wilder? You know what I mean? I'm tired of you talking about Wilder, man. You so-called don't like Wilder. Why you talking about him? Guess what? If your ass didn't come over here, you wouldn't know if I'm talking about Wilder. So why you watching me? You complain about the subject matter which I'm talking about, while at the same time you have an opportunity not to watch me. Just don't watch me. You won't even know what I'm talking about if you don't watch me. You will not know what I'm talking about unless you watch me. If you didn't watch me, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. I'm addressing the hypocrisies. That's what I'm addressing. So anyways, let's get into Wilder. Go ahead, it's my brother Shelton Moore, my co-host. Let's give him a round of applause. Go ahead, Shelton.
Can you hear me, Coach?
Yes, sir, I can hear you very well.
Yeah,
I can hear you very well,
connection. I'm over here. Okay, I'm good. I'm over here in Linwood trying to replace his windshield. But yeah, man, I don't understand why everybody got to be cool or a sellout or you ain't black. If my opinion on boxing is different than yours, let me get something straight for Richard in the chat and all these other cats who feel the way. This is not. Hold on, Coach. I'll be back.
Okay. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. Now, so the reason why I say Wilder's team is going to get him killed. Wilder had a strength and conditioning coach by the name of, what the brother name? I wrote his name down, guys. Peter Corey. Peter Corey was a damn good strength and conditioning coach that Deontay Wilder had back in 2015, right? Deontay Wilder said that his strength and conditioning coach, Peter Corey, was one of the best in the business. Now that guy had Wilder doing a lot of different things that I really don't see that he's doing right now. You know what I mean? That I really don't see that he's doing right now. Shout out to Troy. Let me go ahead and let Troy say what he needs to say because I'm gonna cook in a minute. Salute to Troy. Let my brother come on here and say what he needs to say.
Bless up both of y'all, man. Hey, where's Sheldon at? He disappeared on me. How you doing, Coach?
Yeah, he disappeared. He had a bad connection. He's at a store.
Okay, but listen, I'm gonna a piece about what you saw. But check that group chat. I got 2 people that I know are gonna put a smile on your face for next month, man. All right, but yeah, you know you can't say nothing, right? You know you can't say no names.
Yeah, I ain't saying that. Yeah, I ain't got nothing to say.
No, but listen, man. Just like we were talking to the guy yesterday. A DJ, and he threw out the black cell phone company to me, and I ain't know nothing about it, right? Mm-hmm. I tell you how you turn all that negativity around. What you do is you just tell them some facts. Mark Breland is black, right? Mark Breland is black, and you all attack him because listen, if you say the simplest thing to them, they're gonna say, well, you're not black. So basically, I tell you what you do. Tell them, okay, so you're saying that we all should be sheep and think alike. That's almost as racist as when the Klan says it and everybody else says it. So what separates you from them now? Because that's exactly what they're saying, that we all should think alike, right?
I hear what you're saying. Like we're not a monolith. We've never been a monolithic group of people. I don't think anyone is.
No. Because look, you got your own mind. You have a powerful mind. Shelton got his own mind. I have my own mind. And we clash sometimes, but we all come to a happy medium, right?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're not. I don't want anybody that agree with me all the time. I mean, that's crazy. That's what makes the show so great. You got to have diversity. You know what I mean? But you can't mute out other people who are not going along with your talking points. You just can't do that. And I won't do that. That's why I let other people come on. But my stickler is you're going to be respectful. If Troy come on here, no one's going to call you BITCH. No one's going to none of that because I'm gonna knock their ass off this platform and they'll never be able to come over here again. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. I don't play that over here.
Well, that's
here goes Shelton.
Okay, Shelton. Coach is going to call you later and tell you. Hey, what's up, Shelton? Coach going to call you later and tell you the 2 dudes I just booked, but you can't say nothing. But I know they're going to put a big ass smile on your face, but you cannot say nothing. All right.
All right.
I'm actually working on your girls too, Ann Wolf. Right. But I got a contact for Ann Wolf.
I keep it to myself.
Yeah, but listen,
all right. That's what I'm talking about.
I got a contact for Ann Wolf, and I'm reaching out to her too. So yeah, man.
That's beautiful, brother. Appreciate you.
But look, man, I'm not gonna stay on here too long because I'm too damn happy, and I can't talk about nobody else. I'm just so happy I got these 2 cats, man. You know how happy I'm so happy, man. Yeah, man. But I'm gonna jump off. But yeah, Coach, call him later and tell him that I know he's gonna be smiling from ear to ear. Once he see the name.
Okay, for sure. All right, I got you.
All right, Coach. All right, Sheldon.
All right. Salute to my brother Troy, man. Please go to Major Key Mondays, man. Major Key Mondays. Sorry about that, Sheldon. Major Key Mondays, man. With Major Key, my brother Troy Graham. Let me go ahead and get this super chat out of the way. Shout out to my brother Exclusive. He say Wilder is secretly a Uncle Ruckus type of dude. I don't know if I would go that far, Ruckus. I mean, not talking Ruckus. Damn, I'm Exclusive. My brother. I don't know if I would go that far. You know what I mean? But I'm not even talking about Wilder. I'm not banging on Wilder. So if you're a Deontay Wilder fan, please do not keep that Christopher Williams, I'll be sure, gene, Chico DeBarge, El DeBarge gene under control within you. I know you will get emotional real quick. Please just hear me out. Go ahead, Shelton.
Yeah, like I was saying, I don't understand why you got to be a coon or a sellout or not black because your boxing opinion is different than somebody else's. This is a boxing match. These dudes is trying to make this shit out to be a world-shaping, world-changing event. This is not politics or what senator is getting elected, what DA is getting elected in your county or state, what judge is getting elected that affects you directly, what congressman. You know, all that shit is the shit that affects you directly. Deontay Wilder winning or losing doesn't affect you one iota. The only way it affects you is if you bet on the fight and he loses. You lose money. Other than that, your life is going to continue. It's not like if Deontay Wilder loses, they're going to come lock us all up and throw us in internment camps and take away all our property. It's not that serious. It's a fucking boxing match. And you guys are taking this shit way to the left. Oh, this is for the culture. This is for black unity, black pride. This is for to stop white privilege. Look, the nigga is a fucking beneficiary of white privilege. He got two white managers, a white lawyer, and the white judge in the arbitration ruled in his favor.
Yeah.
So what fucking white privilege has stopped him from doing anything? I don't get it. Come on, man, let's keep this shit boxing. It's a boxing match. Stop acting like it's some racial event that's gonna shape the world. It's not.
Yeah, and for all we know, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder could be best friends right now. What if they stage this whole thing? anyways, so I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. Why I say that Deontay Wilder team gonna get him killed. I was doing some research, right? Back in 2015, Wilder had a strength and conditioning coach by the name of I'm gonna show you who he is. Let me see, can I? I'm gonna remove you right quick. This guy that you see right here on the screen, his name is Peter Corey. Peter Corey was Deontay Wilder's strength and conditioning coach back in 2015. And he had Wilder doing a lot of good things. I'm gonna just show you the picture of it in the background, guys, okay? Hold on. Now, the picture is kind of blurry, but he did have Wilder doing legs, doing squats. He had Wilder doing a whole bunch of other stuff, right? So that guy is a pretty good strength and conditioning coach. The reason why I named this video Deontay Wilder's team is going to get him killed, and I'm explaining why, is because I found out that the guy that was directly to Deontay Wilder's left, in that video, right, on that picture, the guy that was on Deontay Wilder's left was his strength and conditioning coach. And I'm trying to figure out how in the hell does a strength and conditioning coach have you trying to press 315 pounds and his feet and leg is in the air. And as a matter of fact, let me pull it up. I'm going to show you guys something. This is not me banging on Wilder. I'm pointing out, man, who the hell these guys are on this team. And when I see that, what strength and conditioning coach is going to have his fighter doing things that he literally can't really do with the proper form and technique. But not only that, you don't even spot the man correctly. You don't even spot him correctly. As a matter of fact, let's do this. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. You don't even spot the man correctly. The man could have hurt himself. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about, guys. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. And this is why I'm saying they're going to get this man killed. They're going to get him killed, bro. I'm telling you something. They're going to get this man killed, bro. Because if you got a strength and conditioning coach that has you in the goddamn gym trying to bench press 310 pounds. He's clearly struggling with the 310 pounds, right? He's clearly struggling with it, and he could have hurt his goddamn self. How in the hell can you feel comfortable with that? I don't want nobody like that on my team. He seemed more like a friend or a homeboy.
The $40 million guy, the $40 million guy, and then he gets hurt, the fight's off. Then what?
If he gets hurt, then what? Is it Tyson Fury's fault? Is it Mark Breland's fault? Let me show you something, guys. Notice the dude on the right as the weight went up. The dude on the right doesn't even have his hands on the bar, holding the other end. Notice Deontay Wilder's right leg is up in the air. When you have that much weight you're pushing, your legs is not supposed to be up in the air. That's one. Let me show you the proper way that you are supposed to spot somebody. Sorry about that. That is the improper way. So if they notice when Wilder was doing the bench press, it was leaning a little bit, and then he finally got it up and it was leaning the other way. This what could have happened to Wilder. If that would have happened to Deontay Wilder, then what? What kind of team do you have? How in the hell this man is your strength and conditioning coach? And he got you doing this shit. Leg is in the air, right? This one could, I'm not even going to show you from the beginning what it was, or this could have happened to him. This is why you don't have your guy in there doing 310 pounds. That could have happened to him. Now, I want to show you guys the proper way it should have been done. We're going to show you guys the proper way it should have been done. Check this out. I'm going to show them this here right quick, Shelton. Notice when this guy's bench pressing, he has heavy weight. He does arches his back, but his feet is firmly planted in the ground because he's digging, because it's heavy. Notice that you're going to have a guy to the right, a guy to the left, and someone else directly in the middle to make sure that, hey, if anything goes wrong, this would not crash down on his neck. This would not hurt his upper torso or his back. We are here for support. I don't need no goddamn DJ Khaled talking about, come on, D, get it, D. Nigga, you sound like goddamn a DJ at a club. Notice the last picture. How the guy was being spotted by the brother with the army shirt on. This is how you are supposed to spot someone, especially when they're lifting heavy weight. This is how you spot. You sit directly behind them and you have your hand for support in the middle in the bar. If you are a strength and conditioning coach and you are training the $40 million man, the ex-WBC heavyweight champion of the world, you should know this. And if you don't know this, that's a big problem. Ain't nobody talking about it though. Everybody, oh man, I heard my brother, shout out to my brother Showbiz, he's talking about how strong Wild is and stuff like that. Bruh, how you don't address that though? Shout out to Showbiz. So I'm gonna take the opposite direction. The man could have got severely hurt. If he hurt his goddamn back, then what? And I got a funny feeling this will not be the last that we hear about this. Remember, I said it on this channel first. Go ahead, Sheldon. Sorry about that, brother. Shelton, can you hear me? I think Shelton is having technical difficulties, guys. But you get what I'm saying, though. How in the hell are you a strength and conditioning coach and you have your fighter doing this shit right here? And as soon as he hurt himself, hurt his damn back, pull a muscle in his back, then what? Sugar Ray, thank you so much for addressing that. I didn't know Showbiz spoke on it. Thank you so much, brother, for correcting me. I was wrong. Thank you for correcting me. Shout out to Showbiz. I apologize. I made the mistake on the show. I will correct it on the show. But anyways, do you get what I'm saying though? Go ahead, Sheldon. Sorry about that. Sheldon, we back. I got
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. My connection is terrible. I'm over here in Linwood getting this windshield replaced. I'm gonna jump in the chat. Go ahead and cook. Man.
Okay, I got you. All right. Yeah, man. So our brother Sheldon, he's in Linwood right now getting something done, guys. But anyways, that's what I'm saying, brother. That's what I'm saying. When you got people like that in your team and they hyping you up, go ahead, D. Go ahead, D. This is what I'm talking about, D. And the man is clearly struggling. You see what I'm saying? He was clearly struggling. He's 6'7" tall. He has what we call what is it? He has a slender muscular build, right? His muscles is very his muscles is very thin frame. I forgot what I used, the word that I used yesterday, but I know what I'm trying to say. He doesn't have like he doesn't have short, thick muscles. He has long, stretched out muscles. So you are a strength and conditioning coach, but you don't know how to properly spot your trainer, your fighter? Are you serious? If this is who Wilder has on his team, his ass in trouble. Because when people talk about our brother Deontay Wilder, they talk about, all he got to do is land that right hand. They don't talk about footwork. They don't talk about the jab. They don't talk about head movement. They don't talk about going to the body. They don't talk about how he can properly get on the inside and strengthen his inside fight game. They don't talk about angles. They don't talk about feints. They don't talk about none of that. They just talk about the right hand. Understandably so. Because that's what he's known for, the right hand. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say this. Bruh, you got a bunch of yes men on your team. Shout out to Retro Boxing. My brother Retro, please subscribe to his channel, his YouTube channel. He got a bunch of yes. I don't need no DJ Khaled's on my team. I don't need no friends who are gonna be hype. Yeah, we the best. Let's go, D. No, you need to get behind me. This is what you need to be doing. This is how you need to be spotting me. This is how you need to be spotting me, just like this. You got two guys, one to the left, one flank to the left, one flank to the right. You can do this two ways, and you can have a guy in the middle. You always have to have a guy in the middle, no matter what. When you are bench pressing heavyweight that you are not accustomed to lifting, you should always have a guy in the middle. Strength and conditioning coaches should know this. So that tells me he's another hype man. You can get away with certain things when you are fighting C-class fighters. But when you're fighting a top-level fighter like Tyson Fury, you cannot have DJ Khaled's on your team. You cannot have Funk Master Flexes on your team. You cannot have Jam Pony DJs, Slick Vic, Big Ace on your team. You cannot have that on your team, bruh. The man break his goddamn back, pull a muscle in his back, anything, then what? That's why I say his team gonna get him killed.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Peter Garrett, shout out to you, brother, for the super chat. You said if you lift weights like Wilder did, you would get kicked off the bench gym that I go to. My problem with that, Peter, is this. How in the hell is this guy a strength and conditioning coach, but he doesn't know this? I'm not attacking Deontay Wilder. So for all you Wilder fans, do not put your light skin cap on today. Shout out to my brother Sporting Icons, man. Hit the Ali Bell for Sporting Icons. Please go to Sporting Icons channel. He has a good channel. In my opinion, he has a great channel, great content. If you are into narrative based pushing content, that's not the channel for you. But if you want to someone to give you his honest opinion on things about the sport of boxing, he's been doing it a lot longer than me. I've been doing this 6 months, going on 7 months. Next month to be going on my 7th month at the end of the month, in July. He's been doing it for years. So I'm a rookie when it comes to this boxing content creation stuff. But anyways, I digress. How are you a strength and conditioning coach and you don't know this? I don't need you talking about hyping me up. I don't need no damn hype man. I'm not a rapper. I don't need a hype man. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, D. Get it, D. The man got his feet all in the goddamn air, 310 pounds. Your leverage comes from your feet being planted firmly into the ground. And he has socks on. You so busy hyping him up, being DJ Khaled, the man could have hurt himself. Literally. So for Deontay Wilder's strength and conditioning coach, quote unquote, when you spot your guy, make sure you stand right behind him and you spot him like this. Hold on, guys. This don't make no goddamn sense. This don't make no sense. Make sure you spot him like this. Let me get this off of here. Socks on, feet wet, sweating or whatever. Spot man like that. And if it's heavyweight, you really supposed to have more of a firmer grip on that bar. I mean, you don't want to lift it for him, but you want to make sure your hands are in really good position. You're supposed to stand behind him over his head, and you have one hand under and one hand over. In the middle, kind of like spread out a little bit, right in between his hands. Right in between his arms, where his hands is placed at. Just in case it's leaning to that left, you can pull, you can hold him. You give him confidence, knowing that I have a good spot. If you are a strength and conditioning coach, you should know this. I only been lifting weights for, let's see, been working out since 13, started lifting weights at 15. Shout out to Coach Al Rosen, who put me up on weightlifting game, so 15, I'm 47. So I've been doing this shit for like 32 years. No, 14. I've been doing this shit for 33 years. But what do I know? I only been doing it for 33 years. And I'm not even a strength and conditioning coach. I mean, for a fighter. I'm not a strength and conditioning coach for a fighter. I train a lot of people, though. Train a lot of people. But that's all I'm saying. If that's what you got on your team, you got hype men, DJ Khaled's and stuff like that, he gonna get his ass stretched out. I don't care what nobody say. The reason why I picked Tyson Fury to beat Deontay Wilder is because of Deontay Wilder's team and Tyson Fury's team. When I look at a fight, this is what I look at. I look at who his trainer is. What kind of credibility does the trainer have? Right? Do I trust this trainer to put together a better game plan than the other trainer? Right? And then I look at the fighter's intangibles. I look at footwork. That's the first thing I look at. I look at footwork, proper feet placement when he's in the ring. I look at the way he feints. I look at his hand-eye coordination. I look at how he works behind the jab. I look at how he sets punches up. I look at whether he's telegraphing his punches or not. I look at, can he take a punch? Apparently, Tyson Fury can take a punch. He got knocked down twice. He caught that right hand twice, and he got up both times. And in the second fight, he caught that right hand like 3 or 4 times, and he ate it. I look at boxing skills. I look at conditioning. I look at all of that stuff. I'm saying that's what I look at. I don't know about anyone else, but that's what I look at. And it is my opinion that Tyson Fury is the better overall fighter. That's my opinion. It ain't up. Listen, I don't all that. Well, you're a coon. I don't broke that down already. Oh man, you supposed to be pro-black. Y'all, you guys spit this pro-black stuff. There's nothing pro-black about you. Cut it out. It's nothing pro-black about you. I don't debunk that myth already. Some of you same old ass niggas on YouTube who have Alphabet Boy soup channels. You have white wives, Asian wives, Spanish wives. You're married to everything but black. Now, I don't care. It doesn't make a difference who you decide to marry. But according to the Urban Dictionary, pro-black is a lifestyle that encourages the economic growth and development of black people, right, as a whole, with the sole purposes of increasing the wealth and population of black people around the world. So if you are spending money outside of your race, when you have an opportunity to spend money with your race, like getting white LGBT members to create your costume multiple occasions when you probably could have went to somebody else, you are not pro-black, according to the definition. If you are attacking other black people, calling them coon, sellout, Uncle Tom's, when I see you, I'm going to pull up on you. You better not be to the fight. I'm going to do A, B, C, and D. You are not pro-black because it is counterproductive to what the definition of pro-black means. You are not encouraging the economic growth or development of black people. You are attacking Sugar Hill. You're attacking Jamel Charlo. You're attacking Terrence Crawford. You're attacking Mark Breland. You're attacking Andre Ward. You're attacking Chris Colbert because of his opinion. You guys give opinions all the time, calling other people coon, sellouts, Uncle Toms, and as soon as someone disagree with you, now you got to call them all these racial terms. You are the opposite of what you say you are. You are not pro-black. There's nothing pro-black about you. So cut it out. And Wilder is not pro-black. Because if he was pro-black, he wouldn't have two white managers, he wouldn't have white lawyers, and he wouldn't be doing business with two members, Caucasian members of the LGBT community, called the Glam Squad. So let's not talk about the pro-black no more. You guys are not pro-black. I have just exposed you for the frauds that you are. You are not going to hear this on no other channel. You're going to hear it here. The hypocrisy is what I point out. Bingo. Now, let's go back. The man is going to get killed if he don't get rid of... Now, I like this guy here. Notice that this guy, what's his name? His name is Peter Corey. Peter Corey, let me show you guys who this guy is. This guy, Peter Corey, was Wilder's strength and conditioning coach. I got a video I can show you guys too. He had Wilder doing some phenomenal stuff. And I wish that Wilder would rehire this guy. I care nothing about him being white. He should rehire this guy versus hiring the hype man. Oh man, what you sitting there talking about another brother? I can't believe you went in. I can't believe you talk about another black man like that. How you guys got some selective memories. If you didn't have a double standard, you would not have a standard at all. Shout out to my sister Lady Shan. Please subscribe to Lady Shan's channel. Please subscribe to Retro Boxing, who's on here as well. He might be going now. And please subscribe to Sporting Icons. Now, Chris Colbert is the new coon now. Now, Chris Colbert is the new Uncle Tom now. Now, Chris Colbert is the new sellout now. So, you ain't a sellout until you say something, until you disagree with Deontay Wilder, the narrative that's being pushed. All of this, we got to stay on code. I don't know the code that you're talking about. This one dude in the chat, I ain't gonna even say your name. You don't deserve that attention. He said that you sound bitter. I don't know if he's talking about me. If you're talking about me, sir, I'm not bitter at all. I'm fine. I'm just a passionate person, that's all. But I'm glad you're here. If you don't like what I'm saying, please tune in tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm on from Sunday through Fridays, 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. I try to stick to the 5 o'clock. 2-hour show, 6 days a week. You can always come back. Because every time you come to my show and watch my show, you are helping me. So I don't mind when you come in the chat and you call me coons, Uncle Tom sellouts, and you say all kind of disparaging things against me. I'm just glad you're here, because when you come here, you helping me. You helping the coon. You helping the Uncle Tom. You helping the sellout. If I listen to your narrative. So, when you call me Uncle Tom, know this. Historically, Uncle Tom, he was a black man that was born into slavery. And he ended up sacrificing his own life to save his own people and the lives of others. His own people. So when you call me that, yeah, I am that. Because I know what Uncle Tom really means. If you are killing your own kind in the streets, you are the biggest sellout ever. If you are killing your women and children in the streets, you are the biggest sellout ever. But you don't want to talk about that, though. We got to be on code. This the code that I remember, guys. I remember growing up in the late 70s and 80s, early 80s and stuff like that. We had a code. This is the code that we had. If we had a problem with somebody, or even when I was a teenager, when you had a problem with somebody, there's two groups of people that are off limits, women and children. If I had a problem with you or you had a problem with me, we are not going to harm women or children. That's the code number one. Code. That's the code. So, you see what I'm saying? We need to get back to that code. That's the code I want to get back to. Let's get back to the code of not protecting our women and children and not harming our women and children. 3-year-old kids should not be getting killed in Chicago. 7-year-old children should not be getting killed in Chicago by other people, by other black people who's supposed to be on code. You are harming your own people. You are the biggest sellouts. Yeah, I know. Y'all gonna be coming. Oh man, that nigga there, he a real coon. Look at him cooning. Oh my God, you guys are, your IQs is so goddamn low. I can talk to this picture of the great Muhammad Ali. Let's hit the Ali bell. I get a better conversation talking to this picture than talking to these low IQ dudes from the Alphabet Boy channels. Wasting your breath. Literally. Wasting the breath. But anyways, so our brother Wilder, get the hype man from around you. Get the hype man from around you. So this brother here says that you're harming your own people because you're a hater of black champions. Okay, Terrence Crawford is a black champion. But you call him top ranked Toby. So aren't you harming your own people by your logic? Anthony Joshua is a black champion, but you call him Uncle Tom. So if I go by your logic, aren't you harming your own people? Sugar Hill is black, but you wish that he get burned up in car fires. So if I go by your logic, aren't you harming your own people or wishing death on your own people? Mark Breland is a stand-up guy in the sport of boxing. You lied on him and accused him of sabotaging his own fighter for financial gain. And this guy was receiving death threats. Aren't you causing harm to your own people? When you send me messages telling me what you're going to do to me when you see me, aren't you wishing harm to your own people? Man, miss me with that. When you call Jamel Charlo or Uncle Tom or a sellout because he ain't holding on to the we love Wilder code and he ain't supposed to be saying, have an opinion, aren't you causing harm to your own people? If you didn't have a double standard, you would not have a standard at all. This is what you need to be saying. Say, listen, you cannot say anything that we do not agree with about Deontay Wilder. Just say that. Stop hiding it behind being pro-black. Stop hiding it behind you trying to protect black people. Just say that I am a fanboy of Wilder, and if you say anything about Wilder, my light-skinned tendencies will come out, my Al B. Sureness will come out, my Christopher Williams, Chico DeBarge, El DeBargeness will come out. light-skinned nigga with the cat eyes and the Jerry curl will come out. And then if you say something about him, that will come out and that will become overly sensitive. Just say that. Stop saying you pro-black when you're not. That's what I'm pointing out, the hypocrisy. I'm pointing that out.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over.
Shout out to Edward Stevenson for the super chat. He says that Black Reverend Josiah Henson is the true Uncle Tom. It's easy for me to bury these dudes. I can use their same talking points and destroy them. It's very easy. These guys are in their 40s and 50s. Some of them are older than me. We some old dudes on this. They know better. I can say it because I got the balls to come on here and say it. I got the heart to say it, dog. I have to say what no one else is going to say. Because if someone from another race brings it out, he's a racist. And if someone like me brings it out, I'm Uncle Tom McCoon. The only problem with that is this here. I know about being pro-black. My mother was a Black Panther. Got it on my arm. No, got it right here on my arm. Black Panther right there. And on the shoulder, you see FOI with the star, moon, and crescent. I was a lieutenant in this Nation of Islam, came out of Mosque number 47. You guys don't know what the hell you talking about being pro-black. You didn't put no work in on the streets. And if you come out of the first resurrection, or if you came up in the late 80s, early 90s, the mid 90s, you know what putting in work means. If you was in the nation around that time. You ain't put in no work. You are YouTube revolutionaries. You are YouTube revolutionaries. This guy here, Free Smoke, said, I would respect you 1,000 if when you talk to Fred and when you LDBC side guys come on your channel, you keep that same energy. You're on your best behavior when they pull up. You are so wrong, sir. One, I don't want your respect, Free Smoke. I can give a damn about your respect. When them dudes come on my channel, my platform, we don't talk about this. I let them talk, say what they have to say. I'm addressing the haters. The dudes who come on my platform, they don't talk about that. When I talked to Fred, me and Fred was talking about my membership in the Nation of Islam. So you are conflicting these things. But I can give a damn about your respect, Free Smoke. Just keep coming back watching the show. You help me every time you watch. Care nothing about your respect. I really don't. And everybody who come on this platform know my position and where I stand. And if we was to ever get in those conversations while they're here, and if they want to address it, so be it. But I care nothing about your respect, brother. Trust me, you're not that important to me. You have an avatar. You don't even show your face. Anyways, Lady Shan, shout out to Lady Shan.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Race baiting, infiltrating content, creating frauds. Absolutely. But I was actually addressing the guys who sent me messages and stuff. But anyways, let's get back on Deontay Wilder. Okay, Shelton say he back. Let me drop the link. Brother say he will respect me more. Brother, I care nothing about your respect. Trust me, you are not that important to me. For you to think that you mean that much to me, that I'm worried about your respect, is you truly overestimating your position. If you think that Coach Malachi Williams, 47 years old, living in a $500,000 house, cares anything about your respect. Literally, you are overestimating your position. I am not that shallow, brother. Your respect don't mean anything to me. Trust me, it doesn't. But anyways, let's move on. Let's move on. I'm not missing the point. I get exactly what you're saying. I think you're missing the point, though. Shout out to Retro. These guys think someone is worried about them. Shout out to Retro, man. Yo, man, they got the wrong guy, man. I stand on my own square, man, and I do that because I don't want nobody attacking anybody who you see come on this platform. Direct your bows and arrows to me. Go ahead, Shelton. Go ahead, Shelton.
Yeah, let me say something to Richard Gasson in the chat. Look, man, this is a boxing match. Ain't nobody selling out they people or being whatever the fuck code is, being off code because they have a different opinion than you. You dudes need to stop this shit, man. This is not that serious. You making this shit out to be some world-changing event. The world's gonna stop if Wilder loses. If he loses, he loses. If he wins, he wins. I'm pulling for Wilder. I want him to win because he's an American heavyweight. He looks like me. That's why I want him to win. I don't know if he can pull it off, but I'm pulling for him. But all you guys with these racial narratives, you need to cut that shit out, man. Race has no place in the sport, bro. I've never once seen skin color win a boxing match. So cut the bullshit out. Stop. You got to have more intelligence than that.
Sheldon, do you want to clarify that? Because what's the argument is going to be, oh man, that race does matter in the sport of boxing. Real, people like Jack Johnson went through some things. How can you just say that? So could you please clarify that as it relates to this particular fight between Wilder and Fury?
I'm not saying racism don't exist in every aspect of American culture. It does. I'm saying when you in the ring, race does not matter. Your skin color does not matter when you in that ring. The best fighter is going to win. Period, point blank. But I got to understand, too, that most of you motherfuckers never even put on a pair of gloves or been in a boxing match or probably a street fight. So you don't know what I'm talking about.
Right. So Shelton is driving right now. He's driving right now. So Aaron Taylor, let me break this down. He said, you're lying. Race is a big factor. Aaron. Let me say this slow. Let me try to break this down as much as possible. As it relates, brother, to Deontay Wilder's fight against Tyson Fury, tell me how did skin color play a role in Wilder losing that fight? He used two white people to create his costume, which the costume made his legs weak. So are you saying that's the skin color that played a factor? How did Tyson Fury beating Wilder, what race had to do with that? We're not talking about our beautiful brother Jack Johnson. See, you guys know my whole issue with this whole thing is the fact that you're going to take real racial issues that happen in America and happen throughout the history in the sport of boxing, and you want to try to tie that to your particular situation when that had nothing to do with your situation. And now I see that you got these hype men on your team that's training you. You got a strength and conditioning coach that does not know how to properly spot a fighter, and he's lifting his heavy ass goddamn weight where he could have severely hurt himself. He has his leg in the air. The power comes from your feet when you are bench pressing. You gotta have strong biceps. You gotta have strong triceps, right? Biceps. You gotta have strong biceps when you're pushing that weight. But when you're sitting down and you arch your back, your butt has to be planted in the seat, and you do get that arch to give you that extra kick, and your feet have to be firmly grounded on the ground so you can get that push. And the spotter's supposed to be right behind you, helping that bar up so you don't hurt yourself.
Coach, let me address something right quick.
Go ahead.
Richard Gadsden. So what? You've been in 2 wars. 10th Mountain Division, 75th Ranger Regiment. I've been in combat veteran, Purple Heart. So get the fuck out of here with that. That don't have nothing to do with what the fuck we talking about.
They never answer the question. When I asked a simple question, tell me how did skin color, race, how did that help Tyson Fury stop Deontay Wilder in the fight, or how did that cause Deontay Wilder to lose? People said that Wilder did not look the same when he stepped in the ring. So how did that hurt him? How did Tyson Fury's skin color help him win this fight? They'll never answer it. You always do deflection tactics. But I'm not even going to talk about that. I want to talk about Wilder's team. So you keep JDs. You got JDs on your team. Why is JDs there? You got JDs on your team. So he's there. This is the guy that was responsible for. Now, this is JD's. Hold on. This is the guy that was there. Hold on, Sheldon. Remember when they said that, yeah, man, JD's wasn't in there when they were putting the gloves on. He saw the hands get wrapped, but he wasn't there when the gloves were getting put on. Well, I tell you what, that picture I just showed you, JD's was right there when Sugar Hill was putting the gloves on.
Let me address one more thing, Coach.
Go ahead.
Julius Nicholas, you're right. You defend Wilder because he's your favorite fighter. It has nothing to do with him being black, and that's fine. But don't call people racist or coons or sellouts or selling out their people because they have a different boxing opinion than you, because they like a different fighter than you. And to straighten all you guys out who think somebody over here supporting Fury, we don't like his ass either. Nobody likes Tyson Fury. I don't think Tyson Fury is all the fuck they say he is. Me and Coach go at it all the time. I think Wilder's going to beat him. I'm pulling for Wilder to beat him. But don't call the coach or myself or anyone a racist or a coon or a sellout because their boxing opinion differs from yours. You out of pocket with that. Y'all need to cut that bullshit out.
Yeah, and another thing. What Tyson Fury, I'm not even a fan of Tyson Fury. I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't like Tyson Fury, and I don't like Deontay Wilder. I don't like Deontay Wilder because of the fanboys. The fanboys who come at me, calling me coon, Uncle Tom, sell out, you guys make me not like Wilder. Can't like him. I'm just being, and guess what? And I'm being honest with you. I'm not faking like, I'm being honest with you. I really am. Used to like him though, but I like his energy. I like when he's very entertaining to me. Wilder's very funny to me. He really is. I like when he says to this day. I like what when he's in the gym yelling and screaming and talking about wow. I like that. I like that. I'm not gonna lie. I like the laugh. So when I see him doing it, I like that. You know what I mean? My problem is I see what other people don't see. I'm like, who the hell these guys is spotting him? What if that man would have got hurt?
One more thing, Coach. Messenger. Who gives a fuck? You got the third fight. Who cares if he tried to get out of the fight? You got the third fight. Stop harping on bullshit, man. Root for your guy. Hopefully he wins this fight.
Right. At the end of the day, Tyson Fury tried to get out of this third fight. Guess what? It was a white judge with all of that white privilege who ruled in the black man from Alabama's favor. How do you explain that? Like literally, how do you explain that? There was a white man, Deontay Wilder had a white lawyer, and there was a white man, white judge, who was friends with Bob Arum. He ruled against his friends, and ruled in the favor of a jet black man from Alabama. Can you explain that?
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Shout out the exclusive. Wilder will be Mother Goose one day. Possibility. You won't answer that question. You know why you won't answer that question? You're going to deflect it to something else. That's what you do. White judge. White judge. Shout out to Shadow Go. Salute, fam. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on?
Let me address something right quick.
Go ahead, Sam.
Somebody in the chat said they ruled in his favor because the evidence was overwhelming. Well, Wilder's claiming white privilege and Fury has the complexion for the connection. That's why he was cheated, right? Well, the evidence was overwhelming when Emmett Till, and they didn't get justice. So that debunks your whole theory. Just because the evidence is overwhelming, if white privilege was involved, they would have ruled against Wilder anyway.
They would have ignored the evidence. They would have said, we don't care. You're not white. We're going to rule against your black ass for this white guy because he's white just like us. So what you're saying doesn't make any goddamn sense. You can come with all the evidence in the world that on hell, when Rodney King got his ass beat in Los Angeles in 1991, you see what I'm saying? We had video footage of Rodney King getting his ass beat and the jury found him not guilty. That's a prime example of white privilege. So, your narrative doesn't make sense because if the evidence is overwhelming, this is why a white judge ruled against a black man and ruled against a white man in favor of the black guy. If that was the case, he would have just said, nigga, I don't care what kind of evidence you got. You don't have the complexion for the protection. We're going to rule for the white guy. Boom. That blows your whole goddamn narrative up right there. Go ahead, Sheldon. Shadow Ghost, go ahead. Now let me get this super chat out the way.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime.
Shout out to Lady Shan for the super chat. She said Alabama twerking, dirt road murking, LGBTQ loving, race hustling, contradicting, HY to the hypocrisy, stick to the crip walking. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy, bro. Because these guys use talking points and they don't even know the definition of the words that they're using. Go ahead on Shadow Ghost.
Yeah, hey, listen, first off, I'm not gonna stay long. I just wanted to stop by, say I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, Shelton, thanks yesterday, man, for saying oh, he hopped off.
Yeah, don't worry about it. He's still on. He's still on though.
Yeah, no, because I remember yesterday I was talking about he just said thanks for your service. I forgot to say thanks for your service back. I keep forgetting that Shelton is another veteran. So thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Military,
Yeah, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate you, bro. Yo, man, it's getting crazy, bro. They're making everything race, man. And yesterday, right? Chris Colbert was interviewed, and I made a small little video, and literally, bro, got attacked, and dudes is really making this racial now. They're making this racial now. All he said was, you got your ass whooped, and and all I said is like, listen, if you're a fan or whatever, right? Sometimes it's better to say, look, man, tell the truth and be like, look, man, you fell in love with the right hand, sharpen up your craft, go back in the gym, and let's run that back. Because you right. I don't like Tyson Fury either, bro. I don't like him either. You know what I'm saying? I went for Wilder. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna sit here and give excuses. You know what I mean? And I don't think that's being real. You know what I mean? And bro, just get attacked, bro. They call you racist, bro. They call you whatever, bro. It is what it is, and I don't understand that shit, bro. It is what it is. I mean, I don't understand how you helping somebody. How are you helping somebody?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't worry about that. I can handle it. I can handle it because.
I know you can. No. I know you can. Trust me. I'm just saying though. It's like I don't understand. Like I know at the end of the day is what you said. I think it's a business, bro. I think it's a business. What they do, some of them of what they do is a business, man. But I think all these videos of him lifting, powerlifting, and all this other stuff, it's just intimidation. I think it's just intimidation, and it's not gonna work on Fury. It's not gonna work. All this, I'm gonna run you over. I'm gonna do all this. Hey, listen, if he does do it, bro, good. I'm actually glad that if he goes in there after training this whole year and whoops his ass, I ain't got no I ain't got no issue with it. You know what I mean? But if he gets his ass whooped, bro, I don't want to hear no excuses, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me address this super chat. Hey,
no, I'm gonna hop off, man.
Oh, okay. Shadow Ghost.
Yeah,
hey, man.
yeah,
please go to Shadow Ghost channel, man. Shadow Ghost on 81. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel. That's my brother, man.
Tell Shelton I'll hop. Tell Shelton, man. A salute to him, man. I see his shit just keeps loading or whatever.
Keep lower, yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Talk to you, bro.
All right. Listen. Let me get it the super chat. No, let me address this before I forget. I'm not attacking Deontay Wilder fans. I'm not trying to lump all Wilder fans in the same boat. Because DJ is from Alabama. DJ loved Deontay Wilder, right? And DJ say, hey, I don't agree with everything that Wilder does, has said, especially as it relates to the Mark Breland situation. So DJ is from Alabama. He is supposed to be a diehard Deontay Wilder fan. I can't get mad at him for that. I can't get mad at anybody for being a diehard fan of their fighter. Hell, you guys know my position. Shit, I love Terence Crawford, but I don't even talk about Terence Crawford like that. Do you want to know why? Because he ain't got no fights coming up. He don't have any fights coming up, right? This fight here between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury is going to be big. I just think that his team going to get him killed. If your strength and conditioning coach cannot properly spot you when you in the gym lifting weights to get prepared for a fight, I don't trust that dude to do any goddamn thing. I'm just saying me. You see what I'm saying? But I don't have the relationship with that brother that Wilder has. Now, I know I'm not on code. I'm a coon. I'm a Uncle Tom. I'm going to sell out to my own race because I don't agree with that goddamn there. Because I don't agree that this guy don't know. I believe this guy don't know what the hell he's doing based on what I'm seeing physical evidence of spotting. Just something that I've been doing for 33 years in the goddamn gym. Come on, man. Let me get the super chat out the way, Shelton. Shout out to Mercy
Super
Grace.
chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to you, brother, for the super chat. He says, I am a boxing fan, not a fan of neither Wilder nor Fury, but this racism and white privilege needs to stop. I knew people with sweaters, and I was, what do you say? I was 2 tank tops in the winter. I guess you're trying to say you wore 2 tank tops in the winter.
I'm looking.
You know what I mean?
Okay, that's the guy right there.
Which one?
The D-Boy, 717. I can tell your mentality just by your fucking handle. Listen, stupid. I just said 5 minutes ago that race matters. Race is involved in every aspect of American life, dumbass. It has no place inside the ring. A person's skin color has never won a fight in the ring. Stop trying to twist shit to fit your narrative, dummy.
I can address that even more. Now, if you're saying that race plays a part as it relates to the politics and let's say, back in the day, the mafia used to control boxing really heavy. So now boxing has become more corporate ran. So if you said that, yo, man, the fix was, we believe that yada yada yada, whatever you want to believe. We believe that Tyson Fury's skin color drained Deontay Wilder and allowed him to get beat down, and then that's why they ruled in his favor. That's why he was stopped. This is why Mark Breland threw the towel in. When you're saying stuff like that, right, you're gonna have to prove that shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying what I don't like is you can't take issues, racial issues that have happened in the past, and because this one time your fighter lost to a white guy, you're saying that now you want to bring all that up and say this is why he lost. When Wilder said 13, 14 different things. And when I pointed out, that's the crazy part. What about this strength and conditioning coach? Aren't you concerned about this guy? I got to call him DJ Khaled now. I know I'm going to get attacked. But I can handle it. The reason why I can handle it is because I used to be that. I was the Alphabet Boys before the Alphabet Boys even came to be. I put in work out there on the streets. Got brothers who doing time in the feds right now. Ain't never getting out. I like to consider myself an expert when it comes to that particular subject matter. So I know it when I see it. Shout out to Lady Shan.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over.
Loaded glove excuses talking about who's on juices, mother gooses. I know it's geese, but I said goose. I know it's geese, but I said gooses. Bars. Lady Shan got bars. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying, man. Listen, who you like is who you like. I don't have a dog in the goddamn fight. All I know is I boxed for 5 years as a teenager, from 15 to 20, right? Shout out to Coach my trainer Tommy Ellis, Detective Tommy Ellis. He was detective TPD, Temple Police Department. Shout out to him. Shout out to Tui as well, my other trainer. Shout out to Salt Pretty from College Hill. Trained a whole lot of, used to always try to get the youth off the street in college. And shout out to my cousin Shine. My cousin Shine was really one of the ones who really influenced me the most. And my homeboy G-Man. So, TGB said race does matter in boxing. I mean, look at some fighters. All they do is run races in the ring and refuse to actually fight. Oh, okay. You're talking about actual, yeah. You see what I'm saying? So,
hey, Coach. Hey, Coach, the dude is right. I did get a little heated and emotional. I shouldn't even argue with an idiot. So, look, I'm driving. I'm finna go pull up at this dealership and try to straighten this bullshit out. Hopefully they cut my check. But shout out to the chat.
Cut the check.
Everybody. Yeah, cut my check. But thank you, everybody, for participation. Even the guys that's on the other side of the fence, thank you for participation. And we'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, Coach.
All right, salute the Shelton, man. Let's give him a round of applause, man. Let's give my co-host Shelton a round of applause, man. I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, Shelton busy right now, man. Our brother, man, he got a lot he doing. Hey, shout out to Shelton, man's daughter as well. His daughter got a new house. You know what I mean? That's beautiful. I know she is so happy. Hey, it's exciting when you get your first house, guys. It's exciting when you get your first house. Trust me, it is. So the brothers say, are these videos Wilder's posting meant to intimidate Fury or his fans? Fury would definitely not be fazed by them. Nah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is an intimidation tactic, but I don't think it'll work with Fury, especially after they don't fought twice already and they're going for a third fight. I think it's pretty obvious what Wilder wants to do. I just need to land the right hand. I need to try to find creative ways to land that right hand. He landed it in the first fight. He couldn't keep Fury down. He landed it in the second fight. Fury wasn't fazed. So he's trying to figure out a new, better way in order to land the right hand. Malik Scott is the guy who's trying to show him some different things and stuff like that. I think Tyson Fury is going to take this fight very, very seriously because he has to get to the bag with Anthony Joshua. Excuse me, guys. He's trying to get to the bag with Anthony Joshua, right? So Wilder could land that right hand and knock him out, right? He could do that, but he's landed the right hand in both fights and he wasn't able to do it. Now, my only problem is Deontay Wilder's team. See, let me tell you something, guys. I'm going to tell you something else. It's a critique. It's a critique of mine. Now, I know that when this live is over with, what I'm saying is going to be taken totally out of context. I tried to educate a lot of people today as it relates to the definition of what pro-black is, the definition of who Uncle Tom is, the definition of what a coon is. I broke that down like a 57 Chevy. But the low IQ and ignorant people, they will totally miss that because they acting real light skin. I'm talking about 80s light skin. And I know I'm going to get attacked from a whole bunch of light skinned people saying, oh man, coach is dissing light skinned people. I am not dissing light skinned people. I am not dissing light skinned. I'm saying, if you lived in the United States, if you was in the state of Florida, I just speak of Florida. If you lived in Florida in the 80s, you know what I'm talking about. I had a friend of mine named, we're just going to say his name, Marcus. Marcus was a light-skinned dude. I mean, he looked just like Al B. Short. He had the long fingernails back then. He had the good hair. We call good hair. He had the wavy hair like the thick, deep dish wave. We call them the deep waves because his dad was Cuban. His mother was black from Augusta, Georgia. Pretty boy. One day, me and DeMarcus, I'm at the skating ring, local skating ring, over there near the projects in Tampa. If you lived in Tampa, you know about College Hill housing projects. So we got in the squabble with the College Hill boys. Man, we got jumped. DeMarcus took off running. I had a white 1980. I had a white 1987 Granada. I had a Granada. Hold on, let me address the super chat.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, shout out to Lady Shan for the super chat. Sell their blacks for super chats. They're full of soup with cap to match. Shan got bars today. Shan, you going platinum, girl. You going platinum. You see what I'm saying? Hey, but anyway, hey, listen. My homeboy Marcus, he had that good hair, right? Man, we got to a scrap with these dudes from College Hill. Man, listen, I had like 20 dudes with me. Out of the 20 guys, it was 3 that was there fighting. And 17, one. My cousin, I ain't gonna say that, but my cousin Alvin, I just say Alvin. My cousin Alvin started it, right? My best friend wanted to fight a dude named Juan about a girl. Juan had a whole army of dudes with him, though. We had our crew. It was supposed to be a one-on-one fight. Well, if you know anything about dudes from College Hill, they don't fight one-on-one. Your ass gonna have to fight all of them. You're gonna get jumped, right? So we ended up getting jumped. 16 of my homeboys took off running. Marcus was one of them. So I got the fire in my car. Well, no, I didn't have any fire. You see what I'm saying? I got the, I didn't have any fire. So I thought I had it, but I didn't have it. So We fought. I got my ass whooped. Not gonna lie, I got slammed like 3-4 times. I had another dude, light-skinned homeboy of mine named Eldred. He had a Jerry curl. He was fighting. Now, this one light-skinned dude I know named Eldred, you know who you are from Sulphur Springs. This dude can fight. He had like 3 or 4 dudes on him. He would not hit the ground and he was throwing them hands. Jerry curl juice flying everywhere. But Eldred was getting it in. Listen, light-skinned dude, Jerry curl juice flying everywhere. He looked like the light-skinned Melvin Riley from Ready for the World. If you know anything about the 80s R&B, right? There's this guy named it was a group called Ready for the World, right? This a long time ago, guys. This is 1989. This is 1989. So the messages say, you about to snitch on yourself. No, I'm not. This is 1989, bro. 1989. So this is just a fight. You know what I mean? So 1989. Shout out to all my homeboys from College Hill too. But we was 15 years old, right? So Eldred, Jerry curl, juice flying everywhere. But he was the light-skinned version of Melvin Riley. But this dude can fight. But my other homeboy took off running. Listen, I had my windows rolled down in the Granada. He didn't even open the door. He dived through the window like Superman. Just imagine somebody coming to your car, right? And the windows is rolled down. He was so afraid, he didn't even take the time out to open the door. He dived through the window like Superman. Landed in the front seat, rolled up the windows in my car, and locked the doors. I'm running trying to get to my car because I'm getting my ass whooped, obviously. My homeboy getting beat down, but he's standing up in the paint. My best friend, he getting stomped, so I had to go over there and help him, pick him up, and run, right, to get to the car. You see what I'm saying? But the Marcus left me for dead. Left all us for dead. Thank God my cousin came up. My other cousins came up, and he had to find, and we, and it worked out very well. So if you know anything about 80s light-skinned dudes, this is the stigma that you have. If you lived in the state of Florida. Anybody who lived in the state of Florida knows this. Melvin Riley, old Sheila. That's right, Lisa. Old Sheila. Digital display. Light skin, so the one brother say, man, you caught up on skin. It's a joke, guys. It's a joke. Please, listen, man. The guy who said that must be light skinned his goddamn self. Not you, Bobby Smitty. Not you, brother. But the guy who thinking I'm obsessed, listen, you must be light skinned your damn self. Because only the light skinned dude to get offended. But it's a joke that we got down here, guys. It's an inside joke. Please don't take it personal. Because I don't want to get no attacks from the light-skinned dude. I don't want no light-skinned dude seeing me so well. Yo, man, what's up, bro? You know what I mean? What's up with you talking about us? I don't want no light-skinned dudes putting up on me. Okay? It's a joke. I'm just telling my story. If you lived in Florida around that time, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know how it was in another state. I don't know how it was in New York. I don't know how it was in Philadelphia. I don't know how it was in LA. I don't know how it was anywhere else. All I know is in the state of Florida, in the 80s, if you was light-skinned, that's how we say it. We didn't say light-skinned. We say light-skinned. If you was light-skinned with the good hair and cat eyes, you got all the women. But you couldn't fight. Light-skinned dudes was known for not being able to fight. Hey, Resto say, Coach, what you say about the light-skinned? Hey, listen, Blood, you know what I'm talking about, man. Blood, man, help me out over here, bro. Because I don't want these dudes attacking me, but I don't want to get attacked by a bunch of light-skinned dudes with cat eyes and good hair, and these guys attacking me. I don't want that. I don't want to go to the gym and I'm like, I got a gang of light-skinned niggas surrounding me with good hair and cat eyes, and they say, yeah, man, what's that, all that stuff you were talking about us? I don't want no problems with the light-skinned community. Trust me. I'm just saying, if you lived in the state of Florida, you know what I'm in the 80s, you know what I'm talking about, man. I'm not making this up. Light-skinned dudes was known not to fight, but they got all the goddamn girls. I'm just being honest with you at that time. I'm not saying that's the case today. But back then, those sisters didn't want no brother who wasn't light-skinned, really. And if the closer you look like Al B. Sure, Chico DeBarge, El DeBarge, the better, you didn't really have to work much to get a female in those days. You see what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you, bro. I'm just being honest with you. Lady say was like that here too. It was like that in the UK. Hey, Retro, what you say? Yeah, man, I had to fight more. Just listen. I'm just being honest with you, bro. I'm just being honest with you. You know what I mean? Like dudes who look like Wesley Snipes called hell. And then dudes went to say that I was light skinned. And I'm not light skinned, bro. I'm paper bag, what I'm saying? I mean, I'm cocoa butter complexion. Pecan tan, but hey, now I'm from the bag on myself now. Now I'm from the bag on myself. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be an equal opportunist. I'm gonna attack myself for the sake of joke. So I'm ready for it. I'm pecan tan. You see what I'm saying? I have dudes saying, look, man, you look light skinned. Look, no, bro, no, I'm pecan tan. You know what I mean? So hey, listen, man. Listen, I'm just saying though, bro. Shout out to the light skin, brother. I'm sorry, bro. Bro, I'm just saying, bro. You guys know what I'm talking about, though. You know what I mean? He said, yeah, we're in the middle. We got it from both sides. Listen, man, bro. If you was a light skinned dude coming up in the 80s, you had to fight extra hard. And then check this out. My homeboy Marcus, he said, what Carmen said, Coach, you're a light skin. You just hide underneath that chair. Hey, listen, Carmen, I'm not light skinned. Hey, listen, hold up. Check this out. This is a true story. We walking through the mall. I'm walking through the mall in Miami, right? We had USA Flea Market. This a long time ago. We went down, walking through USA Flea Market. My homeboy Marcus had a girlfriend named Cookie. Cookie was a G. Cookie was light-skinned, but she would fight. Dudes used to walk up to Cookie in front of Marcus and try to talk to her in front of him. And she was defending her honor. Wait a minute. What you doing trying to talk to me? Don't you see my man right there? Guess what the dudes used to say, guys? Man, the hell with him. We don't care nothing about him. What's up? Let me holler at you. This how we said it back, this how we used to talk back in my day when I was a teenager. Man, Red, let me holler at you. Let me holler at you, man. We don't care nothing about that nigga. Let me holler at you. Marcus sitting right there. So she looking at her man. You ain't gonna defend my honor. Guess what Marcus say? Oh, baby, man, he just playing. I know him. He my friend. Because Marcus couldn't fight. The boy ain't gonna fight to save his life. I'm telling you that right now. He wasn't gonna fight. So he helped perpetuate the rumor about light-skinned people. But it was some light-skinned dudes I knew that would get down. My homeboy Eldred did. We was 15 years old. He got down. He had a Jerry curl now. Light-skinned with a Jerry curl, but he can fight. But Marcus couldn't fight a lick. And he had long fingernails. I mean, listen, you know how girls should go to the beauty salon to get the fake nails on their hands? His nails was naturally long. His nails was about that long, dog. I swear. And he used to file his nails looking all pretty. He had them real soft hands. You know what I mean? The nigga stayed in the mirror all the time. He had the good hair. Bruh, I caught hell, man. Like every girl I like, bruh. I couldn't get the girl because they like Marcus. So just imagine the struggles I went through growing up, hanging out with this dude. Then I had to stop hanging out with him because, he just started, he was just taking it too far. In the mirror all day, brushing it, looking at his hair, filing his fingernails. You know what I mean? Just, God dang, Marcus. And then back in the day, if you hung around a soft dude, people thought you was soft. You see what I'm saying? So I had to stop hanging around him. So anyway, Jabril Bay said, Coach, do you think that the MILF was started in the South? Here in Philly, he said you could just fight or couldn't. Too busy killing each other during the 60s and 70s, hanging out on corners, Dogtown, Brick. Jabril, I don't. I think it was the South thing, man. Hey, that's a good question though, because I don't know how it was in Philly at that time. You know what I mean? I don't know. Michael Doyle say, "Coach, you're breaking my heart." Hey, listen, man. Shout out, bro. Please, I don't want no problem. I'm not saying that's how it is now. I'm saying in the '80s, Mike. In the '80s, if you was in the state of Florida, I'm telling you, bro, I'm not making this up. If you was in the state of Florida at that time, this what was going on, bro. The light-skinned dudes got all the girls. And guess what? And the light-skinned females, they got hated. Listen, the dark-skinned sisters hated the light-skinned females because all the dudes wanted a light-skinned girl. You see what I'm saying? You know, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? So, you know, so that was the stereotype back then. That was the stereotype back then, guys. So shout out to my homeboy Marcus. I think he live in Augusta, Georgia right now. Shout out to him. He's still light-skinned. He still got good hair, and he still got long fingernails. So shout out to my brother. I hope you keep your nails nice and filed like you did back in 88, 89. Shout out to him. As a matter of fact, let's hit the Ali bell for my light-skinned brother, Marcus. Hit the Ali bell for my dog, man. Oh, and let's hit the Ali bell for my homeboy Eldrick, who fought like a warrior that night, 1989, on 22nd. And he fought like a warrior. He got jumped. Jerry curl juice flying everywhere, but he did not hit the ground. Shout out to Eldrick. Hey, Blood said, yeah, but they were hating on us too. Wesley Snipes and Bobby Brown brought the dark skin right. Hey, Blood. Hey, listen, hold on. Wesley Snipes, Bobby Brown, and Michael Jordan. Wesley Snipes, Bobby Brown, and Michael Jordan are the ones who brought the dark-skinned niggas back, brought the dark-skinned brothers back. They did that there, man. MJ broke the color barrier in the black community. Hey, Coach, you remember Eddie Murphy done a track called My Girl Wants to Party All the Time? Yeah, absolutely. So, Philly Fly, what's up, fam? Now everyone want a dark-skinned brother. Listen, shout out to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, Wesley Snipes, and Bobby Brown broke the color barrier in the United States as in the black community. Because I'm telling you, bro, those sisters did not want anybody if you was not light-skinned. Literally. I mean, of course I'm being facetious now. I'm not saying every black woman. I'm just joking, guys. Yeah, but you get what I'm saying, though. You get what I'm trying to say. It's a joke, guys. But I'm just telling you my experience right here in Florida. You see what I'm saying? Bro, it was something else, man. It was something else. You know what I mean? But anyways, man, I just want to say this, guys. Back to Wilder. His team, this strength. I wish he would go back to, what's the brother name again? Peter Corey. Peter Corey was a damn good strength and conditioning coach. And I know he's not black, but when you're trying to get ready for a fight of this magnitude, you want to have the best people on your team. You want to have the best on your team. Okay? Now some would say, hey, coach, you on the outside looking in, you know what you're talking about. Wilder know what he's doing. Okay, cool. If that's the case, cool. I hope so. You know what I mean? But from what I'm seeing from the spotting, they look crazy. But what you say, Dragon Leg? What you say, fam? You say it was like that here in Indianapolis. hey, Carmen Cerise say Michael Jordan was almost my father. My mom said he asked her on a date, but she said no because he was ugly and skinny. Oh man, damn man, your mom messed up, Karma. No, I'm just joking, Karma. I'm just joking. Hey, Lolo. He say, what's your prediction on the fight? I got Tyson Fury stopping Wilder in the 10th round. That's my prediction. I don't like Fury. I don't like Wilder. I don't have a dog in the race. I just got Fury stopping Wilder in the late rounds. I think Wilder's going to come in hyped up, strong, motivated. I think he's going to fight a valiant fight. I just think that as the fight wears on and conditioning comes into play, I just think that that's just my prediction. Now I could be wrong. Wilder could go in there and knock Fury out in the first round. He could do that. You see what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. Mike Singletary, that's a good question though. That's just my opinion. You see what I'm saying? So I know I'm gonna get attacked for that. I know that, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? But shout out to Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan, Bobby Brown, and Wesley Snipes, they broke the color barrier. They broke the color barrier in the 80s and in the early 90s. They did that. They did that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you wasn't light skinned, you was catching hell back then, bro. I'm just being honest with you. Philly Fly, what you say, man? Rapper Common and Boris Kojo with the light skinned poster boys. Hey, you know what, man? Let's see, Boris Kojo and Common. Common is you know what? Yeah, Common, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't. You know, like they don't have that lure anymore like back in the day. I'm saying back in the day, it was like we practiced some real colorism back then, bro. I'm telling you, we practiced some real colorism back then. You know, so I'm just being honest with you. Back then, we did. Michael Doyle say on conditioning will be important. How much gas Wilder have in the tank? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I don't trust his strength and conditioning coach, bro. I don't trust his strength and conditioning coach, man. I just don't. I'm just being honest with you, bro. I do not trust this man's strength and conditioning coach at all. You know, I mean, just for simple stuff. When you're spotting your guy, Wilder is the $40 million man. He is the most popular heavyweight in America right now. I hate to say that because, you know, my guy, my American heavyweight champion, Trevor Bryan. You know where I'm going at with this. There's only one Trevor Bryan from Albany, New York. He is the WBA American heavyweight champion of the world, and we're going to put some respect on his name. As a matter of fact, we're going to hit the Ali bell for Trevor Bryan, the only American heavyweight champion of the world. We're going to put some respect on his name. Respect it. You know, not respect, respect. We're going to put the K on it. Respect it. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. That's what it is. Trevor Bryan, we're gonna get behind. We're gonna get behind our now. Hey, listen, the brother say Wilder's definitely motivated. We see him training on the right things. Yeah. I just want to see can that translate into inside the ring. You know, and I you know, we're not gonna see any sparring sessions, so we'll never see the sparring footage, but you know, we'll see if it translates in the ring. He said Drake. Oh yeah, Drake, man. Hey, now the women don't even want no light-skinned dude right now. Right now, it don't flip. It don't flip, you know what I mean? But Bobby Smith, you said I'd rather see Wilder use his agility and work position for the Fury fight. Yeah, Wilder's strength is his speed. If he can just use his speed and work on angles and his footwork, he'll be able to put himself in a better position in order to win that fight, whether via 12-round decision or TKO or TKO or just a knockout. Those are the things that he needs to be working on. Coach, he said Coach was dancing to the Crisscross Brothers, Mac Daddy. Oh yeah, man. Listen, man. John. Oh, and listen. Hey, man. Don't bring back flashbacks, man. I was 18 years old when that song dropped. Now, telling you now, y'all gonna bring back some flashbacks. Now, I never had a Jerry curl though. I didn't have the good hair. You know what I mean? You know that had a curl like that. I never had the Jerry curl, but you know, I'm just saying. Yeah, man. I'm just saying, man. You know, I'm just, you know, but yeah, man. Yeah, I think that's how he can do it. He said Trevor Bryan be fighting cans, bro. Listen, that ain't the point. The point is Trevor Bryan is undefeated. He has 15 knockouts, and he is the WBA American heavyweight champion of the world. That's all I'm saying, bro. You see what I'm saying? And he is the most avoided fighter, in my opinion. I don't have any actual facts on this now. A disclaimer, I do not have any actual facts on this. But the rumor is Wilder ducked Trevor Bryan. The rumor is Tyson Fury ducked Trevor Bryan. The rumor is Anthony Joshua ducked Trevor Bryan. You see what I'm saying? That's what they say. Now, I ain't saying this, but that's what they say. You see what I'm saying? So they all ducking Trevor. You see what I'm saying? My dog, you know, the only American heavyweight champion, the last man standing, Trevor Bryan. He want all the smoke. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to start promoting Trevor Bryan, man. That's what we're going to do, man. And we're going to promote Trevor Bryan.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
9 Timo man seal. Shout out to you, brother, for the super chat, man. What you say? They're all ducking Trevor. Yeah, man. That's what I'm trying to tell. I'm trying to tell Carmen Serene, Lisa Bells, and I'm trying to tell Anna Lee and Lady Shan that and Sporting Icons. Shout out to all of them. I'm trying to tell them that, man, they don't believe me. I'm trying to tell my co-host Shelton that they ducking Trevor Bryan, man. He don't believe me. Yo, man, well, I ain't never heard of him. That's how you know they ducking him. The media won't even talk about Trevor Bryan. Hey, listen, this is how they justify not fighting you. When there's when the media gets the memo that do not mention a certain fighter's name, because if you mention that fighter's name, everybody would know who he is. Then that's what's going on. There's a conspiracy against my brother, Trevor Bryan. The man is trying to stop my brother, Trevor Bryan, from being all he could be. You see what I'm saying? The sport of boxing is conspiring against my brother, Trevor. I gotta come up with a nickname for him right now. Just give me some time, guys. Trevor, knock him out the box. That's Joshua. We can't use that. Trevor, the Terminator Bryan. That's his new nickname. Trevor, the Terminator Bryan. That's what we're gonna give him, right? The sport of boxing is conspiring against my brother. Al Heyman don't want to even mention his name. He don't even want him to come over there to the PBC, right? Bob Arum don't want Tyson Fury to even fight the man, him or Frank Warren. Eddie Hearn act like he don't even know who Trevor Bryan is. So there's a concentrated effort by the man to prevent my dog, the only American heavyweight champion of the world, Trevor, the Terminator Bryan. As a matter of fact, man, we're going to wrap this show up. But before we go, let me go ahead and do this here, man, because you guys, we're going to put some respect on my dog name right now too, man. Let me look at my dog, Trevor, the Terminator Bryan, right quick. Here you go right here. Here it go. Now, you know I'm from the South, so we don't say here it go. We say here it go. Hey, remember we were talking about the slang yesterday? Here it go. Here. It's supposed to be here it goes. Here it go now. Here it go, y'all. Hey, my country coming out now. My country is coming out, but don't worry about that. Just understand. Understand what I'm saying right here. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? You know, we are accepting all challenges. My dog, my American heavyweight champion of the world, Trevor, the Terminator Bryan. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, dog. I just want some respect for my dog. You see what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody talking about my dog like that. You know what I mean? So this is what we're going to do, dog. Let me go ahead and load this up. You see what I'm saying? No, I'm talking about, remember I talked about that yesterday, right? When I get to talking fast, you're going to hear all the country come out now. So understand, but I acknowledge that I am a country dude from Florida. I ain't got no problem with that. You see what I'm saying? If you call me country, I would not be offended because it's true. You know what I mean? Let's see. Hold on, man. Because you guys, you know, for all you new fans out there who may not know that we do have a champion, the current champion right now. Let me go ahead and let you guys, we're going to put some respect on my dog name too. We're going to respect it. We're going to respect it today. Check this out. Let me go ahead and do this right quick. Let me do it. At least you're not a country. Hey, say, hey, hold on, man. Hold on. Shan, here it go. Hold up. Here we go. Y'all gonna respect my dog. Here we go. Hold on. That's the wrong picture there. Let's get another picture. That's the wrong picture. Here you go. This is my dog right here. We're gonna get another picture of Trevor Bryan right here. I think we got one where he got the belt. Yeah, we got one right here, y'all. Here we go. Oh, hold it. I found another one now. The greatest, he's standing with the greatest promoter of all time. According to Halim. Now. This according to Halim, guys. Check this out. He's standing next to the greatest promoter of all time. Here we go right here, guys. Let me see, can I get it right? I messed up the last time. You know, I wanna give my brother a proper intro. Man, what is wrong with this? This is like really, come on, guys. This is really. Let's do this. I know what I need to do, bro. Cause this is really pissing me off, bro. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to show y'all a picture of my dog. You see what I'm saying? Because you guys, hey, listen, Troy Graham. Hey, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Troy says Trevor is the paper champion. No, man, he's not the paper champion, bro. Listen, Troy, we need to get my dog on the show and interview Trevor Bryant. Let him know that he has a supporter, a diehard supporter in Coach Malachi Williams. And he got the Troy, and he got the belt. You can't hold on, man. Hold on, man. Because y'all, man, y'all think it's a game over here, man. You guys think it's a game. This is what we're gonna do, bro. Y'all think it's a game over here, man. And it's not. It's really not, bro. He a paper champion. The only reason he can't get his shot at the other titles is because don't nobody want to fight him. See, Troy, what you don't understand, my brother, is this. When you are the most avoided heavyweight in the sport of boxing, it's hard to get these fights. So people will look at you as being, they'll look at you as being paper champion and all that stuff there. But the fact of the matter is, and I don't care how you slice it, how you dice it, Troy, the only American heavyweight champion we have currently is Trevor Bryant. And guess what? I don't care how you slice it or dice it. That's the reality of the situation. You see what I'm saying? It is what it is. Let me go ahead and bring this down right quick. Bam. There we go. Here you go. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all this picture right here because I need to show the diehard boxing fans. I want to give my American boxing fans hope in the heavyweight division. We do have a champion right now. That's what I want to do. I want to give my American brothers and sisters hope that we do have a champion. We do have a king. His name is Trevor the Terminator Bryant. And I need you guys to support him. You see what I'm saying? Especially for all of you pro-black narrative pushing channels out there. Let's see, can we combine our efforts and come together? I'm loading the picture up right now, guys. That's what I'm looking at. I'm loading it up right now, bro. Here we go. Ta-da! Ta-da! Here we go. Ta-da! I just did it. You see what I'm saying? Standing right there next to Don King, and he has a belt. And he has a belt. Bob Zulane, what you say, bro? You say no one is ducking that dude. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Listen, Bob. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. They ducking this guy. They ducking him, bro. I promise you. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, the man is conspiring against our brother, Trevor Bryant. You see what I'm saying? Because he wants to keep him down and keep us from rising to higher heights in the heavyweight division. This dude is a problem. This dude is a problem in the sport of boxing. And because of the conspiracy by the man to oppress our brother and keep him down, this is the reason why you don't hear anything about him in the sport of boxing. Facts. hey, lady said what Blue say? Facts. Facts. Hey, listen, it doesn't matter if it's facts or not. I said facts, and that's what it is, so it's facts. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Troy say, how you dunk so well you never heard of? Troy, that's the whole point. Troy, the whole point is you haven't heard of him because the man is trying to keep the brother down. Listen, Troy, hit me out, bro. The other man is trying to keep the brother man down by not allowing you to even know who he is in the first place. This is what I'm saying, my brother. You see what I'm saying? This is the problem. So we got to fight the system in the sport of boxing so that we can overcome the obstacles and challenges that are currently present in the sport of boxing to get our brother notoriety. So platforms like this platform and platforms like your platform, Troy, and other boxing platforms, we need to come together and rally around our brother so we can fight this system. This is systemic, my brother. What's going on, and a travesty. What's going on against my brother Trevor Bryant, Trevor the Terminator Bryant? You see what I'm saying? The WBC American Heavyweight Champion of the world. Really though, G-Man said, I'm starting to think Coach got shares today. Hey, G-Man. Hey, G-Man. Oh, hey, man, listen, bro. All I'm saying, bro, is this here, man. Hey, hold on. My brother Smith and West say, hey, I need to find some of that Trevor Bryant merch. Hey, listen, bro, I'm trying to tell you, man. Bro, listen, I'm trying to tell you, there's a concerted effort to keep the people. I do this for the people. You see what I'm saying? I don't do this for super chats. I don't do this for notoriety. I do this for the people. And I feel like that there is a travesty going on in the sport of boxing and a concerted effort to try to keep the brother man down by the other man. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say, my brother. You see what I'm saying? And Don King has pretty much effectively been blackballed in the sport of boxing. You see what I'm saying? He said, hey, Chris say, all right, a song for Trevor Bryant called Do You Know Me? This is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying, Troy. This is all I'm saying, brother. You know what I mean? Listen, he said, Coach, the man slept Bermain Stavern in the 11th round, for God's sake. No wonder why they're ducking him. Exactly, bro. Exactly. He knocked Bermain Stavern out in the 11th round. He stopped him. He did that. You see what I'm saying? So instead of getting around Glovegate, right? Instead of getting around all these other conspiracies in the sport of boxing, let's focus, right? Let's focus on helping our brother Trevor Bryant get more notoriety. What we need to do, Troy, is this. Brother, we're going to have to book Trevor Bryant and get him on the show. And we're going to have to let him go around the Chitlin circuit on the YTBC and get all the interviews he can. Because the American public, this is a disservice to everybody in the sport of boxing, especially American fight fans. Because we have an American heavyweight champion of the world currently, and he's being disrespected. He's being ignored. No one knows who he is. You see what I'm saying? It's because the system within the sport of boxing, my brother, Troy, it has came together in a concerted effort to oppress and divest, you see what I'm saying, in order to keep our brother Trevor Bryant from getting the notoriety and respect that he deserves. You see what I'm saying? So now, if we was to come together, Tony Lyon say, what belt does Trevor Bryant have? I thought AJ had all the belts and Fury had the last one undisputed, unless I missed something. Yes, Trevor Bryant is the WBA regular heavyweight champion of the world. That belt, the WBA regular heavyweight title, is a historic belt in the sport of boxing. That belt was held by the great Muhammad Ali, that man you see standing behind me. That belt was held by Iron Mike Tyson. That belt was held by Larry Holmes. That belt was held by some of the Vander Holyfield. Some of the boxing heavyweight greats of all time had that belt. That belt has historical value in the sport of boxing. And I repeat, I refuse to disrespect that belt that everybody else, the greats, have held that belt before. So you're not going to tell me that Trevor Bryant is a baby champion and nobody knows who he is. You're going to say that in one breath while not recognizing that the system is systemically holding him down. You see what I'm saying? Because they do not want this brother to step into the fold of notoriety within the United States of America, because they know that if he was to ever get any shine, those other heavyweights would be in trouble. We're talking about the system. So this is what we need to do. Facts. This is facts. This is what we need to do, right? This is what we need to do. So say what you want to say. Say what y'all want to say. Coach, Coach, give same respect to Christopher Lovejoy. Listen, does Christopher Lovejoy have a belt? I gotta look him up. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he have a belt. Coach, Trevor may beat Dillian White as well. Listen, tell Dillian White to sign the contract. Tell Dillian White to sign the contract. That's what we need to do. That's it, Coach. Get in there for Trevor. What happened? Hey, listen. Tell Dillian White to sign the contract and stop ducking. He chasing Wilder. He need to be calling out Trevor Bryan. Now, I know Dillian White did bring up Trevor Bryan's name. I know he did do that, right? You see what I'm saying? But he ain't said it with enough vigor. He didn't actively call Trevor Bryan out on a consistent basis. And then word came to Dillian White. I don't have proof of this, but it's facts. Why? Because I said so. Not because it really is facts, but because I said so. So we're just going to say facts. Y'all just take it around with it. Don't question me. Just take what I'm saying as law. Facts. Word came to Dillian White not to never mention Trevor Bryan's name again in public because we don't want him to get that publicity. And Dillian White has not said Trevor Bryan's name ever again up until this day. Dropping that half a hundo. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Hey, so Troy said, yes, Trevor Bryan is very regular. People know him is very irregular. Listen, Troy, you not see, bro. Troy, I'm going to call you, bro. I'm going to give you a call, bro. Listen, we have to get Trevor Bryan on the show. Trevor Bryan, that you got to understand that the system in the sport of boxing, the powers that be, is trying to keep Trevor Bryan from getting his shine because he's affiliated with Don King. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if he was the PBC fighter, we'll all know who Trevor Bryan is. The man is keeping them down. The man, whoever the man is, that's keeping them down. But as you can see, Trevor Bryan is smiling in that picture. He is the champion. He is the champion, bro. I don't care how you slice it or dice it. He is the champion. If you do it, listen, if this was Jeopardy, let's say this show was Jeopardy, and the question was asked, who is the current American heavyweight champion of the world? For $20,000. And if you get this answer right, you will win the Jeopardy prize. How many people you think would say Trevor Bryan? And if they don't say Trevor Bryan, guess what? It disproves my point, Troy. This is all I'm trying to say. The man is keeping our brother. The other man is holding down the brother man, trying to keep, because see what they want to do? They want to keep Wilder as the face of the heavyweight division, right? They want to keep Wilder the face of the heavyweight division. So in order to raise up Wilder, they have to oppress and keep down Trevor Bryan. This is what's going on. You see what I'm saying? So when I try to explain this, people look at me like I got 9 heads. Like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you guys, Trevor Bryan. And we got some more. We got Jared Anderson. He's an up and coming heavyweight. Jared Anderson is damn good. He's one of my favorite fighters coming up right now. I do foresee him being the heavyweight champion of the world one day. But as of right now, our current American heavyweight champion is Trevor Bryan. I don't care how you slice it or dice it. Whether you like it or love it, it doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? Because my dog, Trevor Bryan, he's a limousine riding, champagne drinking, caviar eating, tuxedo wearing, championship belt wearing type of guy. And whether you like it or not, He is the American heavyweight champion of the world, the only one, and no one else is it. And that's just the way it is. Woo! The Nature Boy, the Terminator, Trevor, the Terminator Bryan. And on that note, we're going to end this show. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody, man, who rocked with the boy today, man. Shout out to the brother who said I was a coon, Uncle Tom, sell out, all that stuff there. I hope you got educated today. If you didn't, I apologize. I'm sorry that you didn't get it, but it is what it is. Other than that, guys, let's go ahead, man, and we're going to wrap this up, man. Shout out to my sister, Lady Shan. Shout out to Carmen Serene. Shout out to Anna Lee. Shout out to Lisa Bales. Shout out to my co-host, Shelton Moore. Shout out to Harleen. Shout out to Coach Askey. Shout out to Alchemist 73. Shout out to Kathy W. Salute to you, sis. Please subscribe to Lady Shan's channel. Please. Oh yeah, shout out to my brother Major Key Boxing. Shout out, please subscribe to Major Key Boxing. Shout out to Troy Graham. Shout out to my brother Troy. You know what I mean? The brother's doing big things over there, man. I love that brother Troy. You know, shout out to B More, right? Shout out to Shadow Ghost Boxing, Shadow Ghost 81. Shout out to Retro Blood, Retro Boxing and Documentaries. Please shout out to them as well. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to find something. Wait, give me a minute. Hold on, give me a minute. Hold on. All right, guys, I'm back. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and cover everybody. Shout out to Toon, who was here earlier today. Shout out to my brother Smith and West, who was here earlier. Shout out to the chat shit Get Bang. Shout out to Bob Zulane. Shout out to Dragon Leg. What up? Shout out to Wizard Sleeve. Shout out to my brother Charlo. Pause. You know what I mean? I see pause on there, Charlo. Shout out to Smile Back If You're Ugly. Shout out to Peter Barn Arts. Dang, wait a minute, guys. Hold on. I'm trying to find. All right, guys, I'm back. Shout out to G-Man. G-Man, what's up, bro? Hey, G-Man. That's how we call my dog G-Man in the street. You know what I mean? So that's why I say it like that. Shout out to Peter Von Arts. Shout out to my sister Carmen Serene. Shout out to hey, shout out to Troy, man. Shout out to Troy. Troy, man, you gotta stop hating on my dog Trevor Bryan, man. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta cut this out, man. This is the problem. This is the problem, brother. This is the problem. But anyway, hey, shout out to Bob Zulane. Shout out to the King KO. Shout out to Bon Scott. Shout out to MD. Shout out to Gerald Fields. Shout out to Surgeon of Death. Shout out to Smile Back If You're Ugly. Who else we have? Shout out to Tony Lyons. Shout out to Big V. Shout out to Gerald Fields. Shout out to who else we have? Shout out to who else we have? I want to make sure I get new names. Tony Lyons. Shout out to Bon Scott. Shout out to Jabril Bay. Shout out to Philly Fly. Man, that's a cool ass name, Philly Fly, bro. You know what I mean? It kind of remind me of Marty McFly. But yeah, Philly Fly. Let's see. Shout out to the Devil Lady Sagittarius. He was here earlier too. If I forget your name, please don't be mad, bro. I'm just trying to see who's here right now, showing up in the chat. It doesn't show everybody. It just gives me so many names, you know. Shout out to King Midas, just like King Midas. As I was told, everything that I touch turned to gold. Shout out to Run DMC too. Shout out to the Sweet Scientist. I'm 84. Shout out to Javis Bickle. Shout out to Eric Curvin. Let's see. Shout out to Dragon Leg. What up? Shout out to Eric. Yeah, shout out to I say Eric Curvin already. I think I got some of the same names, guys. So I think that's it. Oh, shout out to AB. Shout out to ABT Ticks. Shout out to Graham Taylor. And I think that's it, man. Oh, yeah. Sporty Icons. Shout out to Sporty Icons. Tell Dillian White to sign the contract and cut the check. Other than that, this is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams, represent for New Media Today USA Boxing, signing out. We will be back on again tomorrow, guys, at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Other than that, this is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams, represent for New Media Today USA Boxing. I know I'm talking fast, but you're listening slow as well. I will be on tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Sunday through Friday. Other than that, guys, peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.